So our story will begin within the port town in Cheliax of let me check my notes. Um I should have my notes open here. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna record
So it's
this part.
the port town of Corentin, which is in Cheliax. Is where our story starts. Now, in some way your characters all have gotten here and they're going to be going onto a boat that's going out to the very remote settlement of Snakeblade, which I gave some information to in the player's guide. Um, you don't have to obviously have been from there. You could have came in on a different boat. You could have walked here. You could have maybe you're from the area of Cheliax. That's up to you. But that's going to be the very first thing that's going to happen in this session 0 is you will be getting on a boat going to Snakeblade.
Okay.
So I will, as you know, people are lining up here, or not very many. It's a pretty small amount. This boat is mostly like a cargo vessel, and they're taking supplies there. They're gonna pick up shipment of stuff that's made in there, which is mostly they have like sugar and rum is like their main exports in Snakeblade. And they're gonna be taking that back in. But you guys are passengers that, for one reason or another, are possible that are on your way there, either because you are going to Snakeblade specifically, or I think I had one trait where you could be that you are one of the crew on this ship. But has everybody kind of decided where they fit in on that in terms
Yes.
of that campaign? Okay. Um.
I have no idea.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, my character is he's gonna be booking, a trip on this boat to Snakeblade because he's looking for a relative.
Okay.
He might actually even be seeking Gonkul to try and find out if they're here and where they are.
Okay.
I'm gonna try sailing out. It's gonna be fun.
All right. So you
I'm
are you having like specifically you're like one of the crew, or are you just on the
Uh,
boat?
I'm, I guess I'm part of the crew because that was the plan.
Okay. Are you doing the out of curiosity, are you doing the seasick
Yeah.
trait? Okay.
Oh, wait, the seasick trait is that the crew one?
I
I
had
don't
one
have
that
the
was
thing open.
like
attempted
where
sailor.
yeah, attempted sailor.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so like the text on it is basically like you try it but you get horribly seasick and you're like I can't do this. By the end of it you're like I'm not staying on this boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. So you're probably already on this boat. This boat is a boat that is called a cargo ship called the Wanton Ways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sounds like a fine Chilaxian boat.
It's not Chilaxian specifically, but
But
they
we're in a
travel all
Chilaxian
up and
port.
you are in a Chilaxian port right now,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um yeah, this boat, the captain of it sails all up and down the coast of the northern coast of Aveston. So they go all the way up to like Magnamar and Riddleport and as far south as here basically, or out to um Snakeblade. And the captain has been to Snakeblade before. Like they've been there. They've made this trip a couple times. Um, but so Seeker, your character then, what is? Can you describe your character then? Who is your character?
My character is from Sandpoint. She is a goblin. Her name is Efoot, and she was basically reformed by Amarcia and Jank Some of you guys might not know who those are, but Amarcia was one of my earlier characters who made good friends with goblins and decided to go back to Sandpoint and help reform the goblins because previously the goblins were just a hot mess and constantly attacking Sandpoint and taking their garbage and shit like that. So she was trying to make them a better life, and Efoot was one of those. Efoot learned how to be a level 1 bard, so to say, and decided that they wanted to sing tunes on the open sea and become a sailor from stories that Amarcia had told Efoot, because Amarcia's parents used to be fishermen in Sandpoint, and that excited Efoot, and Efoot had wanted to do that as well.
Okay. So perhaps you've actually already like maybe the wanton ways has come from originally came down to here from Magnamar perhaps. And so this would technically be your second voyage on if you count that.
Maybe I've
And
been
you're
on
at
the
this
boat for a little while. Yeah.
yeah, and you're kind of like I don't know, this is for me, but you're giving it a shot for one more trip.
Yeah.
Um so you would be familiar with the captain of the ship, Yarnell Fessender,
Okay.
um, who is she's yeah, she's very like kind of stern, and she has a rule that she always gives to everyone who gets on her ship, who like if they're like an adventurer particularly, is that she does not allow any murders to happen on her ship. It's the
Oh,
one
Huh.
good.
rule. No
Good.
murders allowed on my ship. I don't because anytime a murder happens on a ship, you got this big murder mystery and it's just a huge headache. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Agreed.
And she even would tell you about the last time that she let some Pathfinders on and they ended up catching it wasn't even one of them that they caught one of the other prisoners or one of the other not prisoners other passengers murdered one of her crew. But it fortunately wasn't a
Oh
mystery
no.
because they saw it happen. And,
Ah.
all right, so yep, so she has a goblin sailor as part of her crew, and there's about 2 dozen crew people on here as well. Who so is anybody else part of this crew of this ship?
No.
No.
It kind of depends on which character I decide to play
Okay,
because one of them would be either a wanted murderer or one of them would be attempted sailor.
gotcha. Well, we did decide that we're going a more like Pedriarch as the villain. I guess the other question then that probably determines which one you pick is which alignment are we trending towards? You guys think
As a party?
as a party? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we
Well, I'm
can.
chaotic neutrals, and but that can
I just
always
have
change.
yeah.
Okay,
I if I go with where is my selector thing here? I think I assume the same. If I choose the one I was going for, I'm like the same for both identities.
oh, like the same alignment for both identities.
Yeah, same alignment, both identities. If I go that route, which that would be fine for a good party.
Okay. Well, if you want to prolong that choice a little bit longer, does anybody else want to have their character introduced? Like, who else is in line to get on the ship?
I need to figure out what I'm doing, Pluto. Um, can you tell me, is there like a spell effect or something that we're going to say is what like made me an animal? Because the problem with like a baleful polymorph is it says you lose the ability to cast spells. So I don't think that would work. Or are we saying it's like a not a real spell and just whatever?
Yeah, or maybe it's just like a high level curse or something. But yeah, don't worry about it too much.
Okay.
It's not exactly baleful polymorph. Otherwise, that'd
Yep.
be really easy to deal with because
Because then
you can
yeah.
get rid of baleful polymorph with dispel
You
magic.
said we're level 2, right?
Okay.
You are level 2, correct?
It could
Okay.
be like someone used a one-time magic item that does this effect, basically, and
Yeah, it
it
Mhm.
could have been.
curses
I
you.
mean, even some kind of curse, some kind of
I gained my
wish or
second level
something.
on the
Yeah.
ship. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see. Grim, you
I got
seem
my
like you know what you want to play, right? Like you're pretty
yeah.
set.
I'm
Okay,
pretty set on like
who is your character then?
my character is called Malice, or yeah, Malus,
Okay, I
and
see it.
um, he walks up, and it's I don't know how to pronounce the race, but it's the Gorin. It's the plant, like the plant person, the plant race.
Okay, yeah, I
You
am
know what I'm talking about?
I am a little
G.
bit familiar with them. Yes.
So he is just purchasing a fare because he's on the run. He's not on the run because he murdered anybody, but there's a group of people that are trying to eat him
Okay.
because in like this
Damn
race is
vegans.
like, well, no, this race is like history. They were created to become food,
Oh
and
shit.
like they're like on the verge of extinction because they're like a delicacy basically. And uh he he's on the run because there's like he was in I don't know all the cities, but he was in one of the like major cities, and this group of people like discovered him and were chasing him. So
Okay.
he's trying to basically get away from that group.
He's
And
he's looking for the most remote place
yeah,
that he can
yeah,
find, and they're like, "Well, we're going to this place that's literally on an otherwise uninhabited island that's got a tiny little town that just
yeah.
with sugar
And
plantations."
so he also along the way, like he's been on the run for a couple years now, and that's where he's getting like he's playing a brawler. So he's like picked up like fighting and unarmed strikes, and one of the incidents is he lost his arm, and along the way he found someone that was working with the living steel, the steel forged from trees, from
Okay, yeah.
metal earned from trees, and he convinced artisan to make him a prosthetic arm out of that living steel.
That's an
And
archetype, I believe. You told me about this, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. It's a brawler archetype. It's called constructed pugilimist, or I
Yeah,
don't know. I
yeah,
can't say
Constructed
that word.
Pugilist.
And the only reason why it's the living still is because we're level 2, so I put like the money into it to get that. But so he has a living still prosthesis on his right arm,
Okay.
and uh, yeah, he's just looking to get away. He's kind of he's more, I want to say, like chaotic neutral, kind of leaning towards good, neutral good, but it also depends on what we decide. Like he's more neutral than anything. He's like
Yeah, he
just
could
on
fit
the
into
run.
either
He's not
party.
yeah, he's just on the run. So like wherever his way leads. There is one thing with this race that I will tell you now. He is light. He has a weakness. He has to at least he can't spend too much time away from the sunlight. So
Yes.
if he goes more than I think a day without sunlight, he takes a D4 con damage. But I'm buying um, lesser restorations because he knows like sometimes he would have to like hide in caves for a day or two, and like he's spending his money on
Yeah,
like
though,
making sure
that
he
could
doesn't
end up
die.
coming up at some point. So
Yeah, so he has, I'm gonna be having a stockpile of like potions of lesser restoration just so like he can stay down in the depths if he needs to.
Okay, I like
But
it.
yeah, and then he's just a tree dude. Kind of looks funky. I have a picture. I'll figure out how to put it up, but they're pretty trippy to look at
Yeah,
because
no,
they're
if you have any problems getting the picture, just send it to me.
yeah.
I'll get it converted over to
All right,
token
that
form
works.
and
And then he's not really like it looks like a male. Like his structure's a male, but I don't know if they even have a like gender really. Or
um plants
they're plant.
technically a lot of plants actually do. I know
Oh,
I
okay.
was actually reading about this because there was like a thing where they were talking about like in some places they plant um
That
if you
has
have like
pollen, another
all
one has a
male.
receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, if you have all male trees or something like that, it makes it so there's, like, way more pollen or something in the air, so,
yeah,
like, people with allergies, it can be, like, a huge problem for them, and it's a thing that happens actually a lot like, the US in particular, apparently.
yeah.
I was reading an article
So
about it not too long ago, but
I that's my character, and then eventually he's probably gonna go into kinesis, but I need to decide what the so that one's also gonna be an archetype of kinesis. It's gonna be the um melee one, the unarmed strike one. So I'm
alright.
just gonna be bumping his unarmed strikes basically.
Captain Facender eyes you warily and says, "No murders on my boat."
He nods. He's like, he kind of like looks at him and just like
Yeah,
nods and then like
she's
shuffles away.
especially wary of you because she hasn't I don't think she's ever seen anybody who looks like you before.
Yeah, yeah. And
A plant
so
murderer.
the describe how these people look is they instead of like having like face like flesh and like stuff like that, they have like petals on their face that kind of look like scales, but they're like bigger. So it's like their face is a flower basically
Yeah.
that has like the shape of a face, and then they don't have eyes, but I've looked up. They have low light vision. That's like the vision that they have. They have human sight basically, and then it's just like a slit for their mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have, like, a spot, though, where, like, eyes would be, but, yeah, it's not like
Mm,
it's like an empty socket almost. They're kind of
yeah.
unnerving to look at, actually, when you
Yeah,
look at pictures.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I pull up a picture, I'll see if I can post the picture that I found because it does. It looks creepy. And it's like if you have that like uh a phobia of like holes and like all
Oh,
those
yeah.
different like weird textures, this character's not gonna be one that you want to look at.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, I can't remember the name of it, but, yeah, there's, like, a specific
Yeah,
phobia.
because I was like, I have it a little bit. I was looking at these pictures. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna be playing a character that I don't even know if I want to look at it. But yeah, that's my character. And then he's wearing like wooden armor and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
normal.
Um, Derek, you knew who you were playing as well, right? You decided? Pretty sure?
Oh yeah, and I built the character and everything. I'm just trying to figure out how to work this freaking like it's not wanting to work for me.
There's a little bit of a learning curve for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
especially since they decided to make every archetype its own individual thing, and it
yes.
makes it even more complicated because half of it's not even done. So I
Yeah,
have to go through and edit everything.
it's a user generated pack, so it's kind of like if a user, whoever's in charge of running, I don't know who's actually running this
Oh,
compendium,
there it is. Okay.
but if they haven't actually, nobody's used it before or something in
Hmm.
Foundry and hasn't been, or whoever used it,
Yeah.
just did it manually.
I
But
would
yeah,
rather just use Hero Lab and put in the roles.
yeah. I mean,
So
theoretically,
much
you
easier,
could just
but
do that too, but
at least
That's
until
what
I
I
get
did
this
for most of
figured
the
out.
last campaign.
I do
The
that in Magis's game because it's on Roll20, and
I
I
have
hate.
macros for like basic like skill and stuff rolls, but I
There it is.
usually just roll my attacks.
Yeah, I
with
do that in
the
Mantis' game
calculated dice.
because the roll 20 character sheet is so unresponsive that I'm just like
Yeah,
I don't want to mess with it.
but so yeah, no, I'm in Hero Lab anyway. I'm built and ready to go. I'm a
Okay, well,
rat folk alchemist with the archetype Crypt Breaker, so it'll be like a rogue.
okay. And who
My
is your
bombs are
character?
very interesting. My bombs are the Alcatraz bombs, and they do 1d8 acid to undead or solid objects, or 1d4 force to everything else.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting.
Also,
But
they can hit constructs too, right? I think as well.
exactly, yeah. So
Um,
acid against constructs or undead or like solid objects, and 1d4
yeah.
force against everything else.
Okay. And then, so who is your character? Like, how describe him for us as he's getting on his boat?
So he's actually, you're only going to get half a picture of this one because I'm actually traveling with Zerdurium's character, who isn't quite done yet.
Okay.
But he's a small rat folk alchemist, several different bombs and lockpicks and all sorts of random contraptions hanging off his clothing, riding a dire rat that has all sorts of saddlebags. Just sort of, oh, what's that? He'd been secluded for most of his life, so he hasn't seen most things. And he's just, oh, what's that?
Okay. So he's like really into seeing the sights and sounds of the outside world. Oh yes, background skills are being used in this game.
It's not on my character sheet. I can't get. There's no tab for background skills.
You have to enable it in your
Yeah.
like character sheet settings or something.
Is there a way I can?
I mean, what?
Is there a way I can do it through that campaign settings,
I
or is that
don't
something I have to do on
see
a
an
per character
enabling option in settings.
You have.
settings?
I think it's in like your personal settings. Like you have to go to configure. Maybe.
I'll just wait for Pluto because I don't want to sit there and try to figure shit out.
Let's see here. Is it in system settings, maybe? Because we had it on in the last campaign, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had them separated. I can't remember how I did that. If I did that through... Oh, here we are. Use background skills. Save changes. Okay, so that might
Might
turn
have
them
to
on.
reload your tab.
Boy. No, it automatically updated, but
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And so Derek, for your character, what is they just traveling with Zidurian's character just to go there, uh,
well,
just helping him out?
yeah, they found out that Zerdurium needed help and being a little bit of an outcast himself. They're like, oh, I help you.
Okay. How do you guys know how your characters met, or is that something that is going to be revealed
Um,
later in the game?
that I think was sort of a, he just wound up in the area where I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the note I had is I like went to your village and no one helped me but you.
Yep.
And then we kind of just started traveling together and talking and becoming friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and so he getting on the ship. He's like, ooh, what's that?
And
Looking up and down the captain like
you said you're riding a dire rat.
with saddlebags on it. Yeah. He's not very strong, so he uses the dire rat to help him get his stuff around.
So does he have like undersized mount, or how does this work? Because a dire rat's also small, right?
It says that rat folk tend to ride dire rats as mounts when I was reading through. So
Huh, okay. Because I mean, you can take, there's a feat for that.
Yeah, you would need to bring a feat because dire rats are technically small.
Yeah, so normally you would need a medium-sized mount to ride as a small creature.
I'll take a look.
Maybe
At
he
the
just
very
needs an
least, he's
oversized
walking
rat.
with it.
Yeah, no, if he has it with him as like a pack mule, that at the very least, because you don't need any feats for that, obviously. Okay, and that's like not an animal companion. That's just like a purchased animal
Yeah,
that doesn't level at all or anything. I did this something like
exactly.
that with I had a cleric where I had a donkey named Princess. If anybody
I also remember
remembers.
you
I
having a
remember
character that
Princess.
had like 100 chickens.
Oh yeah, I did that once, and that was in 3.0 actually. I made like a fighter, and I was like, I'm gonna spend all my money on chickens.
Oh, nice.
'Cause, yeah, they were in the player's guide and they were cheap. So I don't think I ever played that character though.
No, we played it for like 2 sessions, and then, as per usual, we moved on to something else.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the undersized mount feat, if you do want to take it, you can take it at like level 1. It's got a prerequisite of 1 rank and ride, so um that's it. But I don't know if you had something else you wanted to take your feet with, so. But all right, at the very least you
I
have
mean,
a dire rat
yeah.
with you.
What was the name of the feat?
Undersized mount. It's a combat feat.
Because I couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do, so I just went, extra bombs.
Yeah. Um Zdurium, have you decided what your character is then, since it's kind of tied to Derek's character?
I've made some thought decisions that probably won't change, but may change. I
I-
am going to be a rabbit,
Okay.
and I'll be black in color. My name is Billy Dark, is what I tell you with my mind once you meet me.
Okay.
And I'm a psychic who is trapped inside this rabbit, and I don't know how to get out
Okay. So
back to
you
myself.
Donnie
maybe
Darko?
don't even talk
Billy
to
Dark.
yeah, Billy Dark, the
Donnie
cousin, the
Darko.
estranged cousin of Tony Dark.
There you go.
Oh wait, I forgot I had Tony Dark in it. Oh wait, maybe I should go with a different last name.
I
I
assumed that was
completely forgot.
intentional, even though they're completely different campaign settings.
I actually did not intend to do that. And I don't think it makes sense for them to be tied
To
together
be
in any
related
way.
in any way.
Okay, instead of how about I hate naming?
Name generators. Go, go.
Cause I want something like spooky.
Just type in fantasy name generator. Go to that website. There's thousands of options.
Well, mine's kind of like a misnomer. His name's Malice, but that's the like scientific term for apple.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be Billy
That's a cool
Storm
name.
instead of Billy Dark.
Yeah.
Billy Storm.
My
Billy
character's
Storm,
name,
okay.
she was in
Yeah.
a cage and she saw feet and she was like, "Ee, foot!"
Okay. That's the name.
Yeah, that's how she got her name.
It sounds like a goblin name, so I'll take it.
As far as other stuff with my character, I mean, a lot of it is kind of like unknown because you don't know what I look like truly. I just look like a rabbit.
Right, but right now you look like an all black rabbit.
All black rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm psychic. I will have a little bit of druid casting actually.
Okay.
From an archetype, so that like I'm a rabbit, I'm nature-y, so then I'll have like.
So we're gonna have a rabbit
natures.
salad for dinner.
No.
So
No.
you might not even necessarily be introduced to Yarnell. You might just be like, she might just be like looking at um what was Derek your character's name again?
Tactic.
Tactic. Okay.
Oh boy.
So you might just be looked at as one of Tactic's pets. Like
Yeah,
this rat folk's bringing some pets on. So
probably.
she
Yep.
eyes you
Tied
she
onto plane
eyes you
ticket.
warily and says,
I mean, he has a dire
"Remember, no
rat and
murders."
rabbit.
And a rabbit, yeah.
Especially not murderers. Especially don't murder my crew.
Murder
Not
your crew. Oh, I got questions. I got questions. I got questions. Quick, ask questions.
not we're not doing any more murder mysteries on this boat.
But I want to interrogate. No murder killings. I want to talk.
Right. She has one of her crewmen, show you to where
It's just
you be
it
staying.
sort of shuffles me away.
Yeah.
Good job.
Um.
Tick.
All right, and
Oh,
then
in the head.
between Matt and Ron, which wants to go next? It's the only characters that we haven't introduced yet.
Sure.
All right, Matt. Who is your character?
It's a tiefling who lives in Cheliax.
Okay.
He's male. His situation is that he's trying to find a relative who he at first thought was living in Ustalav.
Okay.
And his family is they're well-to-do tieflings in Cheliax, and his family is part of like a minor caste of tieflings who serve is it Memnon, the devil that's all about wealth.
Uh.
It's something like Memnon or Mammon or something. I think it's Mammon.
Yes, it's Mammon. Apparently,
Yeah.
pronounced Mammon. Is Hell's accountant and treasurer. Okay.
Yeah. So his family was putting him through academy where he was going to learn magic and swordplay,
Okay.
but they only fronted his education, and it's lasted for 2 years. So he's level 2, but he's run out of money, and he refuses to um find work on his own, and he doesn't like the idea of mercenary work. So he's looking through ledgers of his family, and he's seen one, an estranged uncle, I guess we'll say, that was pursuing the more like the eldritch and bizarre in Usalov, and he found out he doesn't live there anymore. He's in this on this island called Snakeblade, and he researched Goncool as like the name of the person who, like, he helped found it, right?
Goncool, yeah, he was. Goncool was he was actually an adventuring, like an old adventuring companion to the person who actually found it and financed it all, which is the actual like, yeah. So he's kind of one of the founders.
Yeah. So his idea is, all right. Well, I'm gonna leave port from Cheliax and go find the Snake Blade, track down Goncool, and see if he knows if my relative is living here somewhere, so that I can ask them for money, so I can go back to school.
Okay.
Isaiah goes to school.
Something
What
like that.
something like that. Do you have
He
a name
has
for
formal training. Yeah, his name is Shazra.
Shazra? Okay. Yeah, Goncool was one of the he was an adventuring like companion of Casimir Duval, who he's from Ustalov as well, actually, and is the person who founded the town.
Pluto, I have a rules question. Do I use the movement and senses and things of the animal or of my class? Or
Uh,
of my race, I mean.
I think it would function as like per the spell beast shape would be how I would do it. Um,
I mean, if you want to go by the polymorph rules, you're a fucking rabbit. But yeah.
No, we're not doing that. We said
Okay, but
Well, I
that's
think
how
the-
because obviously
polymorph
I'm not gonna
works.
walk around and be a one-hit die creature or whatever, right?
But that's how polymorph works, though. Technically.
well, that'd
Right.
be
That's why we're
Yeah.
not doing
baleful
polymorph.
polymorph, but it's. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be more like a. I mean, I think even then, when you turn to an animal with polymorph, it usually works like beast shape.
So I
So
gain the senses, but also
Not
keep any
according to
original.
the well, I guess Bill for, but yeah, depends on. I don't know if they go by different rules though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they kind of go by the same rules.
Yeah.
Oh, a rabbit's tiny though. Can I be a tiny creature? Or do I need to pick something small,
No, I don't mind you being a tiny creature.
or can I be a? Okay, I'll figure out how to do that. But yeah.
It should function
Oh yeah,
as
spells has to be
beast shape
shaped
2,
too.
basically.
There we go.
Okay.
So you would have
It-
You
whatever
can
your
turn
base.
people into an elemental. Wait, what?
You would have whatever your base race is, which I'm assuming you've decided, even if you haven't told us.
I've decided, and I've decided not to tell everyone what it is.
That's fine. Um, so you'd gain listed abilities. I don't think rabbits have anything different like climb. I don't think they have climb or fly speeds or
Right.
swim speeds. So I think you just have whatever your normal race's move speed is.
They might have
Okay. Even though like
vision.
rabbit technically has like 50-foot move
Yep,
speed,
you
I
would
wouldn't get
get
50-foot move speed.
no,
That
you
makes
would have
sense.
your normal speed.
Okay. Good.
And you would get the low light vision if a rabbit has that.
Okay, that doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I
But yeah,
already have.
otherwise it's a +4 size bonus to your dex, a -2 penalty to your strength, and a +1 natural armor bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you get. Do rabbits have scent as well? You'd get that if rabbits do. I don't think they do though.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Do rabbits have ferocity?
I don't think so.
Let me go look
A
at rabbit.
ferocious rabbit.
How do
Rabbits
you
have
how do you select a
like
skill to
nothing.
be
There's
like
only one rabbit that has ferocity.
where you get the bonus? Like because it with this race I get all knowledge skills as trained skills. 'Cause they
Um.
have past lives.
So like, how do you set it as a class skill? There's a little
Skill, yeah.
button next to it that says CS and it's a check mark. If you check mark
Oh,
that, it
okay.
should turn it into a class skill.
Skill. All right. Oh
You
yeah, I
might
see.
have to unlock it or something like that. There's a
Yeah.
little lock button up there, so it might if it's locked, you might have to hit the unlock button.
Yeah, I think that's the background. The background skills you gotta hit that unlock, and that you click on it, it'll show all the background skills.
Okay.
I was doing that, but I'll figure it out. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I haven't had too many complaints about the character sheet in
No, no,
Pathfinder. It
it's
seems to work pretty well.
yeah, just
Um,
getting used to
Where's
it. It's
where's the
also
level up button?
getting back
should be on the
into.
summary screen. You might have to adjust your experience though to whatever the minimum to level
Yeah, no,
to be level 2 is.
it's so flippin' weird.
Yeah, it takes a little. That part has always been weird. I remember.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
do have to have the XP
Yeah,
entered for the button to show up.
yeah. Give yourself
I
the
see.
XP to be level 2, and then it should give you a level up button.
Alright, and we're getting half round up and favorite class. My health is going to be very low. It's scary.
yeah, I've got
Wait, how do we get our pictures
17
in?
health at level
Can we do
2.
it ourselves?
All right. So
How to do what secret?
Picture. Oh yeah, browse. Okay, I see.
you should be able to upload it yourself if you'd like, but if anybody's having a problem with that, you can just send it to me and I'll do it.
Ta-da, I've got mine in.
Here, I can even put everybody's characters on this map, such as it is,
Can I buy a Sahedron for 1,000 gold?
for 1,000 gold. Yeah, that sounds fair. I like your artwork, actually, Derek. That looks really nice.
Yeah, it was a cute little thing I found.
I guess I have to. If I drag people's characters on before they upload it, it doesn't actually update the icon, does it?
Let me let
Yeah.
me
I'll delete everyone
fix that.
that's on
Sorry,
here that doesn't have an icon yet. I'll put them on if you have an icon.
and delete that.
I like that artwork too, Secret. That looks really good. Round tokens, though. Shun the heretic.
Do not want round. It's the default.
I don't mind either way, honestly. I usually use square tokens myself, but if you want to use a round token, I'm fine with it. There are some advantages to it, like it makes it a little bit easier to see the backgrounds when you have round tokens, obviously.
Yeah, so I don't usually min max, but this is the one time I kind of min maxed.
Yeah.
My version of min maxing. I didn't go below 8, but I do got 2 8s.
Okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I think min-max characters are fine, like especially if you actually like play with the min as well, you know.
If you
Like
play them correctly.
they can make interesting characters, you know, like because you
Well, I definitely kind of min max mine, but it gets rid of one of my race's abilities. So
oh yeah
that works out because it's like if it's my charisma, uh, they get a +2 charisma, and then if their charisma is at a certain level, they can like cast a couple spells.
oh and you don't get you dump the
I
charisma down
lose
so you don't get the spell like
those
ability,
spells, yeah.
and
But
there wasn't like an alternate racial trait you
Yeah.
could take that just replaced it.
no, and
Yeah,
it kind
it's
of
probably
plays into
not.
my character. It plays into my character though, because I feel like his charisma would be dropped even lower. It was kind of like when he lost his arm, he just became even more of a like shut in and
Yeah,
doesn't like want to associate with anybody. So it's like he's more focused on survival, not like being buddy
yeah.
buddy with anybody
Well,
or
it means
like
if you get a charisma boosting item at some point, like a headband, you
yeah
all of a sudden you get a
yeah
spell like ability. Although it's a
yeah.
racial spell
So
like ability, so it's probably not
yeah,
super strong,
it's
but
not powerful. All it is he can cast like good berry or
okay.
the
That's
like that
wonderful. You can
good.
feed me.
Yeah, he can
Is
cast good berry, and the berry produces off his body.
Oh.
okay.
So
Never mind then.
it's like it grows out of his body.
He, like, picks it out of off his head or something, like, "Here, have this
Yeah,
berry."
have this, and
Cesar Grant's character goes up and
he's trying
eats
not to
berries
be
off of
eaten by people right now. So he's like, I have to get rid of that. Is this
Okay.
like kind of a
It's like,
thing?
maybe he still grows berries, but they're just nasty right now, it's like they don't
Oh,
actually help
Yeah,
you.
gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
yep. So
Okay, Ron, you're the only character we haven't introduced
Bad
yet,
berry.
so
Okay, so this is Vander Kane, and he's a half elf, double scion vigilante. And the way that the name is like kind of a dual purpose because it's spelt like an elf would use it, but it sounds like a name a person would use, like just a normal human would use. So he spent his years um, upset with his parents because his parents always thought he was very artsy fartsy and very performative and wanted him to fulfill a life of like a normal hardworking person.
okay.
Instead, he chose to leave his parents and live on the road as someone who does stage art with performances and like dancing. So he traveled around um
So he's sort of like
Calyx.
a bard, but not like the class bard, but like that's his profession almost.
Yes.
Okay.
He traveled around Chalix from city to city doing performances, and he would use his different identity based off of which city he was in, whether he thought it would like bring him in more money or face less racism, because of the whole half elf thing. And while he was in Corentin, how do you say that city? Corentin?
The one you guys are in right now?
Yeah.
I think it's Quarantine. Let me.
He has a performance where he brings somebody up on
Yeah,
stage,
Quarantine.
and his big like um the major part of his show, like at the end, is where he does something performing with his sword, where he dances around with his sword and uses it as like a prop with someone on stage dancing around them. But this one time he ended up missing a jump or whatever and killing the person on stage. So he is on the run from
Okay.
quarantine for murder.
All right. So, um, the Captain Yarnell Fessender, having no idea that this is the case, still says to you, "No murders on this ship."
Correct.
You may maybe sweat a little bit, but she doesn't seem like she
And
knows.
that
She's
would be
referencing
a
that
whole part of
particular.
the thing too, because even if there was like wanted posters are up or whatever,
He
he's
just
able
switched to
to,
his other
yeah,
vigilante identity.
yes.
Okay.
Pluto, I updated my token to have like a border thing on it or whatever.
Oh, okay. That didn't do it. What? Huh. When I pull it over, I don't see it.
Do you
It
see the
does when I
updated
mouse
picture though?
over it. Yeah, when I mouse over it, it shows with the border, but the token itself doesn't. So I think you just updated your picture, but not the token, maybe? Let me see. Maybe I
I
can
don't know
fix
how to
that.
do that.
Um, okay, let's see. If I go to,
Update token?
yeah, if you
So
go
we
to
got a short
prototype,
party, sort of, because
what's
we have
that?
a rat folk. I said we have a short
Oh,
party.
here, you're right.
Oh yeah, I think so. Like,
Except for the tree. The tree's probably
Yeah.
tall.
well, in
Okay, I think I fixed
Ron,
it
what was
now.
your
Half elf.
character's
A lot of that make
name? The at
Oh,
least
a lot of
this
that make
Vander.
version.
Vander
You
Kane.
said Vander Kane. Okay,
Yeah.
so Vander is
Is he a
a
human?
half
What is he?
elf. He's a half elf.
Oh, so he's kind
Why
of
does
tall
Vander
too.
Vander sounds familiar? You based that off something?
Vander Kane is a villain in DC Comics, by the way.
No, I did not base it off someone. I actually slammed the random name generator
Nice.
That's probably how it
Thanks
until I
for
found
works.
something
covering
that
a
was like human sounding.
podcast.
Vander
Ah, you're a dirty
is the
human.
name
I
of
know.
a character in Arcane as well.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Freaking
Pluto, how
dirty
big do I
humans.
make my token if I'm tiny?
What? Just make your token.
Oh wow, you have it
Is that too
really
small?
tiny. That's uh I mean that's probably a little smaller than it should be.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't make
I'd
a
make it
small token. I need your pictures to be a decent
now.
size because when I make an overlay, I want your guys' pictures to not be super pixelated.
yeah, that's probably
so...
fine for
I can
the
give you a
token.
bigger picture if that's what you need. Secret.
I'm thinking with the overlay instead of having like everybody's names, I can have like their tokens and their names. So if I can, but
Oh,
like
yeah, for the stream overlay.
yeah,
Can
but
we
I
just send
might.
you my like token without being resized?
I don't want the tokens. I don't want the tokens. I just want your pictures.
Okay.
Cause I'll cut them up myself and make the overlay look nice and fit everything. But if I get
It's
all
in
these
Discord.
tokens and they're not consistent,
Isn't
then
that a
it's
cute
gonna
little
look
bunny?
bad.
He's so cute.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Really?
I'm a rabbit.
You don't even have a
What do you
tail.
want?
Where's your tail?
It's under. It's hiding. It's
You can
down.
if you zoom in, you can see actually there is a tail on that
Okay, you
picture.
have to open it up to see it.
Yeah, or zoom in on the
Mm.
token.
Or yeah,
Just-
zoom in your face closer to the monitor.
Squint at it and stick your face in there.
yeah,
I
that
got
works.
told not to do that, and that if I did, I would need glasses. But well, I do need glasses, so
I
apparently
need
they're right.
glasses. Fuck.
I actually need to get new glasses. Probably, I'm still using the same glasses that I got back in high school, so it's
Oh.
That's
One
still
of
the
my
only pair of glasses I
eyes
have.
doesn't
too.
see as well as the other. I
I
used
don't
to have
use 'em.
20/20 vision, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore, so I don't know.
yeah. It's one of the things that
Age,
sucks
I
about
guess.
getting older. Yeah. Let's see, vision starts getting worse, especially if you stare at computer monitors all day like we do.
Oh god. They wanted me at my other job, they wanted me to read this very terrible font up in overheads to see if I could pull down product to overstock. And it's like I can't even read that. I have to pull out the fucking ladder just to read that shit.
Yeah, it sounds like you buy new glasses.
Probably.
All right. So you guys are all on the boat. Um, so they finish up as you guys get on there. They show you. You guys all have like your own rooms except for Billy Storm, who probably doesn't because officially he's not one of the passengers of this ship.
Oh.
He's
That's fine.
he's Tactic's animal companion slash pet. As far as
Slash friend.
Yarnell, Captain Yarnell Fessender believes.
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
But they finish up, as they show you guys each your rooms, they finish up, and they're not very big. They're pretty small, but you guys do have your own separate little compartment that they have. They do have like a small area that's designated as like passenger quarters, and they explain how things work on you. It's like you guys aren't expected to do anything because except for I suppose Efoot has like a spot within where the crew sleeps, um but yeah, they finished loading up supplies. Most of the stuff that's going there, it's more general, like food and uh, some stuff like that going over there. And she's planning to go over there and drop off supplies, sell them to them, and then pick up and export uh, stuff that's grown there because there's like they've started like growing sugar over there and distilling rum. And those are kind of like their main exploit or exports. Um, but it's a pretty new town, so it's still kind of getting its feet set in. But yeah, they finished packing that up and they set sail. Goes underneath the massive bridge called the Arch of Aridin, which I can post an image of. It's like actually broken, but but it was a giant bridge made a long time ago that connects Aveston with Garund, however you say it.
Is the is second level for health? It's you said average and then
Average rounded up for every
alternate.
level. Nope, for every level.
So
We're gonna round up every level. So
okay,
you
so
D10,
D10.
you'll get 6 every level up to 10
Okay,
plus whatever your
all
constitution
right,
modifier is. Or
yeah.
minus your
So
constitution modifier if you're feeling spicy.
yeah. Total would be figure that out later.
Wow, that's an absurdly long link. All right. Anyway, that's the picture of the kind of a picture of some ships sailing under the Arch of Aridin. But yeah, the does anybody interact with anybody else while you guys are on the ship? Do you guys maybe talk to each other?
I don't know. There's some weird looking ass people on this ship. I don't even call them people.
Yeah, like
I will see.
even as a
There's a
I
lot of
mean,
priests on this boat.
my guy's in his like wood armor, but I don't know if he's probably gonna be covered up with like a cloak and stuff, like not showing as not showing as much as his body as possible.
Yeah,
But
but he would have to go out onto the ship because he needs to like, during the day, he has to
yeah,
absorb sunlight.
yeah, like
He
yeah,
can't just, like, huddle up in his quarters.
yeah, no, yeah. That's what I'm saying. For the most part, like he's gonna be as covered up as much as possible. But there is that like one he'll try to find like that like time of day where no one's like not as many people are out, and he'll like
Mhm.
have to like unravel like some of his clothes and stuff.
Yeah, do some photosynthesis.
Yeah, he'll like kind of like scratch at his new arm. He's like the prosthetic he's only had for like the last month or whatever, and it's still like getting used to it.
Mhm.
I thought it was a pretty good living still since it's like from trees. I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
pretty
oh yeah,
nifty.
Yeah.
yeah, gives them a little bit more defense too. So this archetype's actually it takes away their martial flexibility, so I don't get that free feet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, all right, that's good. Like, I don't need to freaking be able
That
to determine
actually
what.
sounds nice in some ways too, because it means you don't have to
Yeah,
sit there and, like, comb through
plan
feet and
out.
be like, "What's the
Yeah,
perfect feet for this?" Like,
yeah,
I don't gotta
exactly.
worry
But
about it. Whatever I have is what I have.
uh, what I get instead is like they get I'll read.
You get, like,
So they get modifications to their limb
yeah,
basically, and that limb can be enchanted like a weapon. So it can eventually be like a +2 like weapon and like have different enchantments and stuff on it.
yeah.
Um,
No, I think I
but
looked at it when you told me you were thinking of this
playing it,
archetype. I think I looked it up and yeah, it looks
yeah,
pretty cool.
the first ability that because you get level 1, you get to choose an ability for it. I did shielding limb. The constructed the learns the block blows with his mechanical arm and gains a +2 shield bonus to AC,
Okay.
even though it loses it whenever you lose Dex.
Yeah, like when you're flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing's gonna happen for a little while on the ship, so it's kind of, if you guys interact with each other or whatnot, um, there probably will be
Yeah,
something that happens at the end of the session, basically. But for
yeah.
now, it's kind of the floor is yours. Like, well, actually, I forget. I was gonna mention there is one other passenger as well besides you guys. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there is an elvish man wearing uh gray robes with like a blue trim.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got like the black eyes of the forlorn elves. Um, and yeah, he's also a passenger on the ship, but he's also tends to be kind of like he's very like even when he speaks to the captain while he's boarding, he's like very soft spoken. Um, and Yeah, you would probably while he's on the trip, you will mostly see him, he doesn't come out much during the day, but he's always out, particularly on clear nights while the moon is out. And you'll see him out on the like it seems like anybody who goes out goes out onto the deck at night. And the ship sails through the night. Like they have like a night crew as well. Um I don't know which crew is Efoot on. Is Efoot on the day crew or the night crew?
Probably night crew.
Okay, so Ifa, you would see this guy come out then like almost every night he comes out and he sits stares up at the moon and you would maybe see him whispering things under his like really quietly as he does.
So we got a sun person and a moon person on the boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I race past him and then I like get over to the edge of the boat and I start hurling. I'm vomiting.
Yes.
And then instead of like wiping my mouth or anything like that, I just like stand back up, turn and look at him, smile, and then run off doing whatever chore I'm
Okay.
supposed to do. I might have a little vomit on my mouth still.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's
Don't
fine.
worry about it.
And just save it for later.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saving breakfast for later.
Yeah.
Vomit on her sweater already.
Yeah, it's
Spaghetti. Uh,
does
Still can't
anybody? And then other
figure
than
out the
that, yeah, like
class.
if you guys want to do stuff on roll 20 or not roll 20 on the Foundry character sheets, if you have any questions about that, I can try to help you with that.
Yeah, trying to get the skill, class skill thing set for the knowledge skills still.
Okay, so let's see. If we go to
It's not letting me check the like class skill boxes. That's why. Like grayed out. It won't let me
oh, I
get
see,
them.
I see. Okay, let's try adding your race in. So back on the summary page, I'm gonna hit the folder button for the compendium and I'm gonna type Goran.
I have the in the on the ability or summary that I have it set as the Gorham race, but it's not registering that like ability.
I don't
It's, it maybe I have to upload it or save it.
Oh yeah, yeah, you
Yeah,
do have it on there. So that it didn't do it. It's not doing it automatically then. What if I unlock edit skill? Will that let me do it? Um, no. Maybe if I open Brawler, go to details. There's where you do it. So go to the summary page and where it says Brawler, hit edit item, and you can go in there and
okay.
adjust your class skills from there, and just go set all your stuff
Oh, okay.
as
Yep,
class
yep.
skills from there. That should do it.
Okay. Yep. Skills, knowledge. Just gotta put all the knowledges.
Pluto, I
Uh,
don't remember how I add a spell pin bonus on the sheet.
on the sheet,
Yeah, I thought there was a field for it or a place to put notes, and I don't see it.
mm, I don't know. Do you have the feat spell pen added
There we go.
yet?
No, because I'm not taking spell pin. It's just from the trait, so I'm having to do it
Oh, okay,
manually.
I gotcha.
There we
I
go.
guess I could add that and see how it does it.
Yeah, I see.
Hey, Ron, I'm noticing in your sheet you have Vigilante level 1 on there twice rather than having it as level 2, so that might make your sheet act funky. Just a
Yeah,
heads
one
up
of
on
them is
that.
the full HP hit dice, and the other one's like the average level hit dice. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you level up, it should let you pick.
You can always go in and change it after the fact by hitting edit and go to details, and you can adjust how many hit points you have and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's because your XP isn't set to 2000, so that's
Uh,
why it doesn't have the level up button. If you do
there
that,
you
it
go.
should give it to
Oh,
you
I never
properly.
spent my money. You said it was 1,000 gold. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
1000 gold.
Oh, I have
The
Profession
process
Sailor,
system.
just one rank, just for the one.
Yeah, the trait gave you one rank for free, didn't it? I
I
think
don't
that's something
know.
to put
I
in
didn't
there.
actually like add anything from the trait. I was just
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna
that was
do, and
the
then I moved on.
that's what I was gonna look up was that on the run trait.
Does it
Yeah,
give me a
the
free rank or just a point? What is
I
it?
think it actually gives you a free rank that has to be assigned to Profession Sailor. But let me double check. I can open the
Okay,
player's
because
guide
in
again
here
and
lab
see
I
what
could
I
just
wrote.
tell it
Yeah, you
extra point.
give me one extra skill rank, and then you just assign it to it. In Foundry, it'll probably always just say you have one skill rank too many, but whatever.
Yeah.
There might be a way to put that in there, to manually put it in there, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you give yourself one bonus skill rank that
Oh
must be
no.
assigned to Profession Sailor. And then
Right. Turn off dice.
the other effect is that whenever you are affected by a poison or disease, reduce the numeric effect by 1 to a minimum of 0 for the first time you're affected by it. For example, if a disease causes you to suffer 2 constitution damage, you instead only take 1. This one has a downside though. You take a -2 fortitude saves versus getting seasick if I make you roll versus that, which
That's
I
fine.
don't know.
She's a goblin. She has high fortitude.
Yeah, it might
I br-
never actually come up, but especially
yeah.
like I said, this early part of it, I'm not even rolling, so we're not gonna roll any dice while
Yeah,
you're on the
what the
boat.
running joke is like she's gonna have like extremely high fortitude, but she gets seasick.
Yeah.
Some about like that rocking motion, you know. I wasn't rocked when I was a baby. I was in a cage. So, you know.
It's very unsettling, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, that's right. Okay. Attack. Now, how do I add damage to this? Go here. Action.
Do my roll not work? Oh no, there it is. I'm just blind.
Damage formula. There we go.
Dude, I took forever trying to change my dice, and I'm still not happy with my dice.
I just turn them off.
Yeah. That's an option too, just turning the dice off.
The dice look cool though on the stream, on the videos. Like it looks neat, and viewers get to see these dice. And
Yeah,
so...
I like Dice So Nice. The Dice So Nice plugin.
I don't like Roll20's dice, but the dice here are neat. I like them.
Yeah.
So I gotta pick myself a weapon. What would a sailor bring? I guess just a dagger. Or maybe I can
feel
just
like
throw nets. I have better dexterity than strength. Or
1d10 plus 2. Because it's plus a 1 plus 1 bonus. Where's that 1 bonus come from?
is there like a blowgun?
well, if you
Yeah.
click on that
Can use a
11 for your damage there, it'll tell you that you rolled a 10 on the D10 and then +1 from strength.
No, I'm talking about in my hero lab. It's saying a
Oh.
+1 untyped bonus.
I don't know. Maybe it's a
Oh,
vigilante thing?
attack rolls. He also adds. Oh, okay.
blowgun.
It's attack and damage. Okay.
I can be a poison belcher. Is our alchemist gonna make poisons?
I don't know.
No, not likely.
Damn, that sounds fun though.
I can craft alchemy, but like that's not something that my character would normally focus on. But if it's something you brought up to him, he might.
Wait, Pluto, do I get size bonus to AC and attack rolls?
Yep,
Or okay, so that's just not included in the B-shape thing because it's assumed you know that.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Damn, I'm good. No, please, no one grapple me, please.
Yeah, that's always the thing that sucks about being tiny.
I mean, maybe they won't even go for me. I'm just an innocent little bunny. Surely no one's gonna attack me, right?
Except you're gonna be
Right.
Well, okay, so when a psychic casts spells, do
Yep.
they have like
So-
spell visuals over them as well? So
They'll,
people
they
can
Yeah.
will see
spellcraft?
spell effects, but they might think it's the rat or someone near me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, so they might
the way
actually
that
have
I've always pictured it with how they describe it in the rules is that, like, when you're casting a spell, you know how, like, in Guild Wars, you could tell what spell someone's casting even if you don't have them
Right.
targeted just by the animations, like the little
Right.
particle effects. Basically, that happens in Pathfinder universe as well. Like, if somebody casts Protective Spirit,
Oh,
there's
they
a
have
little
it.
Buddha
Never
head
mind.
above their
Right,
head or
but for the
whatever.
psychic, how does that work?
Same way.
Okay, so
That's
you can
that's
spellcraft
why
the psychic spells.
yeah, you can
Okay.
spellcraft it. That's what I'm saying.
So then they're gonna know, Zerdurium. They're gonna see you casting
There's
spells.
feats you can take that can disguise
Not
your
if I don't
spells.
cast spells.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why even if you're casting, like, just casting a still or a silent spell isn't enough for someone to be like, I can't tell he's casty. It's like, well, no, they can because psychics like that. They
I
kind of
thought
changed it.
quickened. You don't spellcraft quicken spells though, right?
I
I
think
thought
you
that
I
was
think you
can.
can.
I'm pretty sure you can. You can't necessarily react to it. I mean, I guess if you ready an action, you still can. Oddly enough, but yeah.
yeah. Huh. Okay.
But they don't provoke. Quicken spells do not provoke attack of
True.
enemies, so that part's true. But I think you can actually still like if you ready an action and counter spell and they try to quicken spell, you can try to counter it. The problem, of course, is that if they're doing a quicken spell, there's a good chance they're going to cast a second spell, and it's like
Right.
you can only react to one of them.
Also, if anyone wants my macros that I had last time for like initiative and stuff, I'll post those again too.
Okay.
It's basically you just click the macro and it adds your initiative versus you opening your sheet and
Because it'll give you if you set that up, like you can put that little toolbar down there, right? That's
yeah.
down there. You can set up things for those to automatically do different functions.
You.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to just drag your initiative down to that if you
I
have it
think you
set up on the
can.
sheet. I
I mean,
think, and
Fantasy
it'll
Grounds has
Maybe.
the
put it
same
there.
thing, but like one thing that we noticed with Fantasy Grounds is that when
It
you
doesn't
update your
update it.
sheet, it doesn't
Yep.
update it. Yeah.
Yep.
So that may or may not be a thing here. I don't know.
I don't think it is, but I never use it, especially as a GM. Like so.
I feel so diplomatic at a -1.
It's not letting me drag. It doesn't seem to be an option.
Oh, okay. Wonder how you. Okay. So I guess setting up macros is not as seamless here, but
Hmm.
Rod knows how to do it pretty well. So
Let me just click and drag to put the thing in the 1 through 0 at the bottom.
oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might just test it with like fort save. I
Yeah.
didn't try with initiative, but I
Maybe
assume it would work.
maybe it works with some and doesn't work with others. I don't know. Or you did something secret didn't do.
You have to click and drag like the name where it says
Well,
initiative,
I'm
not the
clicking
number.
drag initiative and it's not doing anything.
Okay.
Try with the
So,
save.
unless it doesn't work on the summary page. Yeah, the save works. But the
Save
initiative
works. Yeah,
doesn't
I
seem
agree.
to pick
Initiative
up.
didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I guess you can't do initiative for some reason.
Oh, that is weird. Yeah. It lets me drag like anything. Like I can tell before I even get down there. It's not bringing anything when I click the initiative
Yeah, it
button and
doesn't
drag
pick
it
it up.
over. So yeah, I guess if you want the initiative on your button down there, you gotta ask Ron how he's doing it because he knows a way to do it apparently.
Sleight of hand. One. That's everything that I need. Just need to find a photo at this point.
Yeah,
Oh, I need
You
to add
get
some photos.
my photo, by
I
the
can
way?
see it in chat. You want me to put it up for you on here for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's not quite a square, so I'm gonna put it into a token program here to square it up here. Unless you want a round token, I can do it a round
No,
token
no,
as
I'm
well.
s- I'm good with square. Here, so I can look up.
You want a specific background or border color around this token?
Green.
I can do green. All right, you're on the map now,
Voice.
along with 3 other PCs and a giant dragon, who actually isn't a token technically, and the dragon's on there as a tile.
And I did this is I grade this out. I like custom on this photo because seeing the like actual picture colored, it's kind of creepy.
Okay.
Like this makes it a little bit more like you can actually look at it. For me at least.
All right, that's fair. I think it looks good. So
Yeah. All right. I
Okay.
think
Need to figure out how to
Yep.
like do things. Like, how do I apply a size to my character, or do I need to manually do it?
That's in your character sheet.
let's see if we we could do it as a buff, basically. I think, right?
Oh, you shouldn't even have to do that in his
Or if you
no.
if you go to edit your details under your race, there's a section there that says size. You can adjust it in there.
Okay. I'll
Right,
just
yeah,
make
the
it.
race thing. Yeah.
Well. Oh, here. Okay. Tiny.
Oh yeah, I like how they calculate when you do acrobatics rolls. It calculates jumping distance automatically as those little boxes under there. That's one of the things I like. Nice little quality of life thing.
Pluto, we both know what my race is. I'm gonna change it to question marks in here just in case, like, if you hover a roll, if it includes the name or something.
Sure.
Changes +1.
Oh, it automatically
Skill.
when you change your size, it automatically adjusted your token, so it's bigger
No,
now.
I. Oh, did it? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I don't need to be super tiny. Wait, do I always have the stupid border on? No, what happened?
What are you
Derek,
talking
can you
about?
put your character's picture, not the token, but the whole picture in Discord?
I already did.
No, Derek.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
And then one more. Thunder.
And if you guys can like give me your characters' names in there as well. I'm not gonna write it down, so just put it in Discord so that when I do make the overlay, it'll just all be there.
Add.
dude, am I crazy? Why'd this thing get an orange border on it now?
Thunder.
Only
And
when
we're
you have
gonna
your
go
token
with
selected. If you click
a
somebody else,
crazy
it'll go away.
magma
No, why?
appearance.
Oh, I can't. Oh, there. I click and dragged. I can't click someone else's token. That's why.
Oh, okay.
But if I click and drag,
I guess
then
that's fair.
area.
I can click everyone's tokens because I'm the GM and I'm abusing my power.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you click and drag to make a selection box, you can unselect it and you'll see that that's only there. That's
Cool,
actually one advantage as well in circle tokens that I hadn't really considered. Um, one of the things that's like annoying that's I've ran into in the past is with my square tokens. If I have somebody selected, sometimes it's like um, if the background or the border of it's similar to what the orange one there or whatever, like it can be hard to tell what I've selected. But if I do round tokens, it's a lot easier.
A
I like round
crew.
tokens for fantasy grounds because like it consumes, you know how it has like that shading and stuff like that depending on if you're enemy or ally.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
that's what I'm
like
talking about.
consumes the whole map. Like you can't see. You guys are always like, is there a table here? Am I standing on a pillar?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a similar thing I'm talking about here too, because like
yeah.
yeah. I think with when I have like enemies on the map, if the one that's current turn, if I have a combat tracker running, it puts like a red border around it. So
Right.
and it's a square around it. So with my square tokens, especially if the border is already red for the monsters, then I can't actually tell like what's selected. I think we've ran into that before too, where I'm like, what monster's turn is it? Like if I have like 6 of the same token on there, I'm like
Yeah.
double clicking it trying to get it to zoom in, or like I make a chat and it zooms in.
Do you have a thing
But
that like centers on token? Fantasy Grounds has that.
yeah, it's
Whoever's turn it is, it centers it.
select somebody and then type something in chat, right?
No
See,
other
I just made
option.
Zidorium talk and zoomed everybody over to him.
Oh, hi.
Zidorium's
Why is everyone
character,
staring at
hi.
me?
I guess it's a method. It works.
Okay, new permanent buff.
I think
I
if
think
Easy
my
shape.
sheet's finished. I don't know. I
Rabbit.
keep flipping through the pages. I still need to put my money and purchases, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't have to have we're not going to roll any dice for this session. Right now, you guys are just on a boat, just
Interesting.
sailing along. Nothing much is happening.
Something changed because I
What
need
do
to
you
change it
mean
to
nothing's much
a
has
roll
happened? I've
macro. That's
vomited
why.
like 10 times today.
True.
And of course, I go and eat some more food because like, every time I vomit, I get hungry. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's gonna be meal 11 today. Let's go.
Oh,
yeah,
so there must have been an
as
update or
classic,
something because that's broken.
I do have a pet toad, but it's in my pocket.
Interesting. Okay, I'll have to fix that.
Okay.
Or it could just because combat
Pluto,
tracker's
I'd
not
like to give
active, I
you
guess.
forewarning that I'm going to cast Mage's Disjunction at that level, so you might want to start preparing now.
Okay. I'll be if we get to level 17 or whatever in this campaign, I'll keep that in mind.
You might want to put no casters, no mages in your game.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, here's the thing. We kind of already know
we
who
already
one
know
of the
Patriarch is a
yeah, we already know that Pedriarch is
guy.
most likely the final villain or close to the final
Or
villain.
is he?
And we know that Pedriarch casts spells as a
A Sork.
sorcerer with 9th level spell casting. So,
Yeah, do you know what level we're gonna get to, by the way?
I don't 100% know
Ish.
actually.
Or we'll just
So,
figure it out.
we'll figure it out as we go.
Okay, that's no problem.
I'll know probably a little bit further down the line. I might be able to say like, guys, I think at this point we're gonna get to such and such level. But yeah, like
Yeah,
at
it's
this
fine.
point I don't know.
I'll just plan
Yeah.
for roughly 15. I won't have anything important in my build.
That's what happened to
like
my
after
game. I was like, I
12.
have no idea.
Yeah.
We
I
have a guesstimation
have a
now.
general outline of how I think the story is going to probably play out, but I mean, I don't have it that planned
All it
out.
takes is a few
Players do
D100s,
players
Pluto.
things. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, people you guys could end up deciding to do stuff that makes it go very quickly or things that make it get sidetracked and take forever to get to where I expect it to eventually go, and we don't know yet. I kind of know roughly how the first few levels is going to go, and that's like more in terms of specifics. But beyond that, it's more general.
Yeah, before we get the tools to do whatever we want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it gets fun.
I teleport to Karamaga. We
But I
need
mean,
every game to go to Karamaga.
you know, if this session's any indication, when given the option to just do whatever you want, you don't do anything. So just sit on the boat.
I mean, true. I mean, I'm building my character, but also I'm a
That's fair too.
literal rabbit trying to pretend to not be a person.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping a low profile until we're off the boat and I didn't have to pay.
Does is tactic fine with that, or you try to drag Billy here onto some scheme?
Sorry, I didn't realize we were doing anything. I completely missed most of that.
Oh, I was just asking.
No, we just were randomly talking about like, do we want to do any role playing while on the boat? And I'm like, nah, I'm not really doing
my
anything.
guy
But
might
then
my guy might look at the rabbit and be like, "What the hell is this thing doing here?"
Who brings a rabbit onto a boat?
Yeah.
Can the
So-
rabbit like telepath with us at this point?
I have not talked to you
He could. He just hasn't had
telepathically
any reason to yet.
Yeah.
because I don't want to get exposed as a person. I'm
Oh,
getting
in
a free
reference
ride
of
here.
you
Or
asked like
telling it.
what shift people would be. I would probably be on the day shift because I would want to be dancing to entertain people.
Wait,
Well, I mean,
how would
I think only Efoot's actually on a shift. You guys are all just passengers on the boat. I think.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
more sense
wouldn't
then.
his
I wanna
character
sail.
wouldn't his character work like an awakened animal?
In some ways, yeah.
So you could look up how awakened animal like
I think it's
Yeah,
functions.
it's more like a polymorph though. So
Okay.
like his
Yeah.
character was not born a rabbit.
Yeah.
I think we're saying per the spell beast shape, but a type of
Mhm.
curse I can't remove.
I told you, kind of murder somebody, don't leave evidence. Should start
Bearded.
pulling things out of the saddlebags of the dire rat and putting together my alchemy set. Ooh.
Okay.
Trying to figure out tax.
I'll watch Tack play with the alchemy set and try and like catch him if he makes a mistake or something.
Do you know things about alchemy?
No, but I'm smart.
Okay.
So I might be like, maybe that's not a good chemical to put there. You're gonna knock it off the table with your elbow. Maybe that's the kind of thing. Not
Tax like I'm the expert alchemist here.
yeah, not
Well,
not
maybe
like
not. I don't
points
know.
A and B.
Boom.
Maybe
It'll be
not.
like
How does Tack
go
deal with a rabbit sitting over his shoulder?
backseating.
Backseat alchemy. Yeah. How's Tack feel about backseat alchemy?
Because my backseat alchemist here is my friend, I'll be like, oh, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. Just like show him everything. Like while
I'm just looking
mixing
at
it
the
all.
individual components and trying to make sure they're not like explosive or corrosive.
There's a lot of corrosive and explosive components.
Okay, then I'm making sure that you don't explode them or corrode with them.
I'm like picturing Tack being like the person who is like really into a hobby, you know, and somebody like asks you a question about it and you just go into like way too much detail and
Oh,
use like all the technical terms for your, like all these chemical names and stuff and just assume like yeah, but he'll even though
666% right there. Oh yeah.
yeah, like he's just explaining it as though he's talking to another alchemist and Billy's like I have no idea what this guy's
I'm like
talking about.
I've heard of maybe one of those before. I don't
Yeah,
really know
that's
what
why
it
he's like,
does.
I know that word. That's a
Yeah.
word. That's a word I know.
Yep.
And it's like,
Exactly.
I don't know if it means what I think it means in this context, but you know, I've heard it before.
So
Yeah, I tell you, just
I do
don't
okay.
try not to blow us up. We're not allowed to have any murders on the ship.
Yeah, I do okay explaining every detail, only because I'm really knowledgeable and not because I'm really good at rolling. Hey Pluto, we found another program that hates me.
Really, what's your problem with this one? What's it doing to you?
More low rolls.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that is a 4.
Man, if I had a +1 for every time I rolled low,
Oh my goodness,
it
right?
wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter because they'd roll low.
Exactly.
Uh, that's a good one, actually. I like that.
Or it wouldn't matter because you do it so often that you get enough +1s that you pass anyways. Which you can work it both ways.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Yay.
Oh, I still need to figure out what I'm doing for my class. I don't know if I'm probably gonna be Wiz Int based. Int for casting wisdom for my Pharenic amplification or whatever. Is it wisdom? Maybe it's not wisdom. Is it just int and charisma?
I believe your casting's int, and you get abilities a scale with either charisma or wisdom, and I think it's something you pick.
Is it charisma or wisdom? Or I thought
It's
one of them was int.
well,
I
your spell
swear.
casting's int, but I think the other ones are always
The
either charisma or
disciplines
wisdom for the disciplines, and
or the
it's
no
based on which
wait.
one you
Is
pick.
it?
I think
I need to look at it. It's fine.
I haven't played
Everything's
a
fine.
psychic, so I'm just going off of what I remember from reading the
Let me
classic.
read these.
But
Charisma, wisdom. Yeah, I'm gonna be wisdom based because I have more wisdom than charisma. Yep.
seems like a solid reasoning for that. Pull out the actress directory here.
I need a point by calculator.
Pop out that thing. Okay, we need to roll. Oh, you guys don't need to roll anything, but I'm going to roll something because I
God,
did
my
say you
stats
guys
are
aren't
so
gonna
messed
don't
up.
need to roll any dice, but I'm gonna roll a dice.
Nice.
Okay,
You rolled a die for me?
maybe at some point Tac while Tac ticks, maybe up getting some food or something like that. The elf will speak to you, and he will say like, "Oh, what takes you out here? What are you doing out here? Why are you heading to Snakeblade?"
Oh.
Like he decides to question you, about like what you're doing here.
I'll grab him by the shirt, take him back over to where the rabbit is, pick up the rabbit, and go, I'm taking him.
Oh, your little friend here.
Oh, yeah, very powerful wizard. I help him. Yes.
Wait, who are you
He
talking
knows.
to?
He knows. It's just the elf that's
So
on
this
there.
is a tall elf
Okay,
who's
okay.
got like
As long as it's
he's
not
got
someone with the ship people.
he's got like these kind of ragged looking gray robes with like a blue trim on them, like a faded blue trim.
He's
Uh
going out of his way to give correct information and incorrect information mixed together at the same time, just because.
yeah.
Why not?
He kind of looks at the rabbit and looks back at you and says, "Oh, I see." And you maybe can think that he's humoring you, but maybe doesn't necessarily believe you. But he says, "Your time may be ephemeral, but make the most of it."
Well, I'll put Billy on my head and be like, "Why are you here?"
I've been called here. Something big's going to happen, I can tell.
I'll pass up some leafy greens to Billy while I'm listening.
Is this during the day?
Yeah, this would be during the day.
Oh, he's out during the day. Okay.
Yeah, he's out during the day because it's like while food's been prepared by
Ah,
the cook, the ship's cook. So
Oh.
this would be like maybe why they just both happen to be getting food at the same time.
How like does he look like he's almost emaciated, really thin, or does he look well fed?
He does look very thin, actually. He does. You're not sure if it's like he's not quite like malnourished, but yeah, he's definitely like really really skinny. Um, Elves kind of usually have a pretty slight build anyway, but yeah, even for an elf, he does look pretty slim.
Grab him by the shirt again and yank him back over to the food. You have to eat, 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 eat. You're too thin. If you blow up, you go bye bye. Eat.
Yes, but all things must end.
Eventually, yes. It
Even
doesn't mean you have to end right now. Eat.
this is true. And yeah, he does, get some food.
I've got this bewildered rabbit on my head while this is all going on.
Yes. I
And
mean,
just
yeah,
like,
this
why is
this
he
might
talking
be
to this elf guy?
this
I
would probably
get it.
be in the evening, like so perhaps actually so
Like
you're
dinner
because you're
time, sun's starting to
yeah, like
set.
Efoot might be up as well, but this would be like Efoot's breakfast before the night shift, perhaps.
oh, okay.
Azra.
Then I go walking by as I'm just like stuffing my face with like tons of food. But I'm not sitting at a table. I'm just walking by.
Are you
Okay.
male or female in this?
Female.
I'll point to you and go, she eat, you eat now, elf, you eat.
Efoot turns over to look at you, and she's like, you want some food? And then she throws up. Oh, excuse me. She goes and finds a bucket and starts vomiting.
Just start yelling, "You're not eating right!"
The elf looks concerned and says, "I believe that one's end may be sooner than ours.
Me think her sea legs just not take care of her very well. No.
Perhaps."
What do you mean? I'm a sailor. How dare you?
I'll
I'm
turn to
just,
you and in Goblin I'll go, "You're not very good sailor, are you?"
I'm excellent sailor. I write book.
Oh, how not throw up?
No, how to boat.
How to throw up? Fill boat with throw up.
Oh God. Oh, it's coming back. She goes and throws up.
A book. The things people do to try to live longer. In the
I'm gonna
minds
go
of others.
and then run over back to my alchemist stand and see if I can come up with something to help her with her current stomach
Okay.
issues.
So you run back to your quarters to do that.
Is the rabbit still
No,
on
I
your
had
head?
I had the alchemist stuff set up in the mess hall because there's
Oh,
more
okay.
room there, and that's where the elf walked up to us and I was working on stuff too.
Okay, sure. I yeah.
Question for Tack: what language are you speaking?
Well, this would have probably been in Talden Common.
Yeah, he was speaking Goblin
Yeah,
to
most of it's
me
in
for a little
common, but
bit.
directly
But, yeah.
to her I spoke in Goblin. But the
Okay.
I have an idea and running away, that was all in common. So
Okay.
yeah, an 18 to try and come up with something to help her stomach.
Okay. I don't know if there's an alchemical creation you can make that helps with seasickness, but
Well,
No
I mean, I
airborne Dramamine. Any of
or something she could just drink.
yeah. I don't know whether or not you maybe you do. Like I said,
I'll make a
no-
modium.
I did say no dice rolls in this session, so
True.
but you can use the dice roll to determine if you think you helped her or not. Um,
So 18's not bad.
Matt, do you need me to upload the character sheet or oh you got it. You get it. Okay, cool. We're good. You're on the
I
map
think
now.
I
Hey,
think
Yep.
it's fine.
Yeah, you're set. I like it.
I will be right back. I gotta go do something real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Matt, can you send me a picture of not the token, but the
It's
actual
in
picture?
without the token map around it.
You don't want the token.
No.
She wants a
Yeah,
full
I'll send
art
you a
one to
token.
use for her Discord overlay
I'm
or
gonna
her
try to make things look
for the stream.
cohesive. So yeah.
We have another round token heretic.
Yeah, and they're all like different colors, different sizes. It's so yeah.
I
don't know.
mean, I'm tiny.
The round token is superior.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. What I'm gonna try to do is just cut out your guys' backgrounds and just have your characters like. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make it look cool.
The picture I gave you is a PNG with transparent background, so it should be good.
That's fine. I'll put the rabbit on the rat's head.
Right? No, I'm just saying it should be good to do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Secret was talking about doing like an overlay where it has like the artwork light up when you're talking on Discord.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. That's
for
cool.
the stream
Yeah, it's really
for
neat.
the VOD or whatever. I don't know. We're streaming it on YouTube still, right? I think
No, Twitch.
you're doing it on Twitch again.
Yeah, it to stream to YouTube, it's kind of obnoxious, and
Mm.
on
I know the VODs
Twitch.
still get on YouTube, right? I think like afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah, but I've gained enough people on my Twitch following to have people like show up during the stream. And now that Twitch improved their ad monetization, I now have interest in doing that because even if those
Okay.
people stay or not, they're going to watch an ad as soon as they go there. So we're going to get some pennies. You know what
Some
I
pennies
mean?
here and there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool either way. I usually obviously don't get to watch the Twitch stream because I'm running the game, but I do like to go back and watch the VOD sometimes, especially
Yeah.
if my notes for that session weren't very good. I actually
Yeah.
I went back and was rewatching like the last homebrew game, and that's where I saw like, oh, apparently Pedriarch was apparently Pedriarch originally, but somehow we started calling him Pedriarch. So, um, but yeah, it was apparently spelled with a th at the end instead of a ch, and somehow that changed. But yeah, Berenstein Bears moment there for me.
Oh, dude. Oh, a funny story. I was actually scrolling through Reddit and somebody found in his mother-in-law's garage boxes with VHS tapes, and he
Hmm.
has two of the Berenstein Bears VHSs with both spellings, and the labels look
Oh
the same, and the
no!
VHS looks the same. So I think it's not actually a Mandela effect. I think actually there might
They
have been
actually changed it
misprint
at some point.
problems. Yeah, I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
misprint problems, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why we
there's
have
more
that
to it. Yeah,
problem.
that's kind of cool actually.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find it. It's probably not that hard because it was blowing up last night on Reddit.
Yeah, no, I imagine it would. All right. Well, if nobody wants to talk to each other, this elf, he's here just to talk to you, so he's gonna talk to someone.
Well, I mean, I'm still in the room. I'm just throwing up. I don't know. It's all good.
How big is the boat?
Oh, I didn't
It's
realize I wasn't talking.
it's a pretty good sized boat. Like I said, it's a cargo vessel, so like most of the space is being used up by that. But and she's got a crew of about a half dozen people,
Mm.
enough to continue running the ship while she and other half of the crew sleeps, like middle of the night, like the first mate and
All right.
um,
I do have a
actually
question
that's it.
on the character creation.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to do the arm ability, like the shield, and have that added into my like armor class
Uh huh.
without having a shield. Should I just make a custom thing that has it? I pulled up. They do have the archetype, but they don't have it configured for like I'll load it in
Yeah,
and all the stuff's configured
you might have to do it manually. You could, let's see.
because it's not like a normal shield where it's equipped. It's just always on me.
Yeah, well, I mean, if nothing else, you can always go in and set it as like a buff, basically, a
Yeah.
permanent buff,
Yeah.
and give it
Yep.
a +2 shield bonus in there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. Permanent. I see it. I can have
mhm.
that.
Yeah, you can just hit the button there. It says like plus to add, and it lets you create a custom one. That's
See.
also if you want to get if you have like a spell affecting you from there. Usually, you can hit the
Yeah.
open compendium and drag it onto there, and that'll work for a lot of effects. But
Yeah. Let's see. Do.
all your normal conditions are in the buffs field as well. So if you get like
Hmm.
blinded and things like that, those are all there. Invisible.
There, I put the
Yeah,
Reddit
the
post.
the elf does approach during the night while he's after he's done his mutterings, his strange mutterings as he stares at the moon. He does approach Efoot during the night and
Okay.
asks like, you don't seem long for this world, but
What?
everything in life is ephemeral.
Okay, sure. She
I
has no
hope you
idea what that
find
means.
whatever you're looking for out here.
Uh, I'm looking for words to put in book.
Ah, I see. Well, I hope you find them.
Wow. You're very nice.
I must do what I can to help, though we may be here for very short times. I
What
hope
do you
that
mean?
we can enjoy them. Well, like I said, everything's ending.
Does he seem like sad? Like
Yeah, he
down?
does. He seems very mopey.
She's like, you need to cheer up.
Oh,
And Marcia told
things.
me that life is full of stuff.
It is, but sadly, all things come to an end. As an elf, I've seen many things end. But I sense the greatest ending is yet to come.
The greatest ending. Like a finale.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, like a finale.
can I go?
It will come. If you don't go to it, it'll come to you one way or another.
Well, that makes it simpler. Yeah.
But yeah, he says, "I will pray for you."
She just agrees with
He
most of the
looks
things
up
he says.
towards
She's
the
just like,
moon
yeah.
and mutters something under his breath. And then wanders back below deck.
And she starts throwing up.
Yes, it's convinced him that you're on your deathbed. I guess I haven't given you his name either, have I?
Oh, she wouldn't have asked.
That's fair. Okay. During another one of these days, at some point, perhaps under similar situation to when
How
you
many
talked
days
to.
has it been since we took off from the port?
Who knows? Couple days, maybe
Who
3.
knows? I don't know. That's an important detail.
We'll say it's been 3 days.
Okay, just as long as somebody knows how long we've been out here. I don't think we've lost our sense of like timekeeping. Then I
No.
would be concerned.
Yeah, you guys would all know in character how long it is. As a GM, I don't actually know specifically.
So do we get fed, right?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming that we
included.
paid
That's what I'm
for it.
saying. So they have like there's a cook on the boat, and that's like included as part of your like you guys all paid for passage on the
Yeah, I'm
boat.
concerned whatever the goblin is eating because they keep throwing up.
Hmm.
I just want to make sure that
Yeah, but the
my
goblin
food is
keeps
all right.
stuffing their face afterwards as well. So.
Yeah,
I mean, a dog will keep eating its own
That's
poop.
true. I'm very dog-like. I
It
don't
doesn't
eat
know it's
my
not
own
good for it.
vomit, but I will lick my lips.
Hmm. So this isn't a Chilaxian boat. I think we
no,
confirmed
it's
that before.
not. Um, but I mean, if
Was your
if
character
you
misguided?
asks like anybody, or like the captain, she'd say like, "Oh, I've paid all my dues to Cheliax. Don't worry, we don't have anything to worry about the Chilaxian fleet pulling us over and giving us a ticket or anything, or whatever they do. We
Hmm.
have our license. We're operating legally here.
But
Um,
is this all you do?
what do you mean?
Ferry people to one port and
Well,
another?
most of what the money I'm making will be from the cargo.
Oh, so you
But
trade.
yeah, yeah, she's a trader as well.
Okay, that's good to know.
Like she's got like food and like other like some general supplies as well, like maybe like farming tools and stuff like that. Like she's bringing supplies over there as well, and that's like the main thing that's on the ship. And then when she's going back, she said she would tell you like when we come back, I'm going to be bringing some of the rum that they distill there and sugar come from the plantations. That's kind of their main export these days. The main thing that they've uh, it's a pretty new town, but the rum has been uh, pretty popular. So people have been starting to ask for it. You should try it when you're there. You can probably get it there a lot cheaper because most of the cost is, well, from me transporting it and some of the other captains that have been traveling out this way. This is my third time coming out this way.
They might have to pick up extra food though because the goblin keeps eating it all.
Well, that's
Maybe.
good, but do you ever run into much trouble
Oh no,
sailing?
we've never had any not in a while. Uh, Most of the trouble I've had has been from passengers. That's why I have that rule. I gotta make sure people are clear. No murders happening. There was this one time where we were traveling to from Magnamar down to Corvosa, and we I had some Pathfinders a little on board, and
Oh
um,
no.
yeah, someone was murdered.
Oh no, the horror of it
It
all.
wasn't. It,
Mhm.
fortunately, it didn't end up being a murder mystery. But when the murderer was caught in the act of murdering it was actually one of my crewmen that she murdered. Um, she jumped overboard, and this Pathfinder tried to shoot her. Terrible stuff.
Man, I wonder who would do such a thing
I know. Who would do such a thing? Terrible.
and swim after them and chase them onto the beach.
Yeah. You murdered, and therefore I must murder you.
Well, just in case my venture doesn't work out here, my name is Shazra, and I'm fairly well schooled and adept in swordplay and sorcery. If you need any extra help keeping your vessel safe.
Well, hopefully we don't need anything like that. This this
Well,
island
hopefully
was
I get my what I want from here.
this island was specifically picked out by Casimir, Lord Casimir Duval, and was because apparently there was very little on it. No other societies, at least. There's the usual wildlife. Apparently, there were some old ruins on it, but nothing that had lived in it since the times of Aslan, or so I heard. It's a pretty nice little place, though.
Oh, there is a Marshall.
What were you looking for there again? You said Shazra.
That's my name. I wasn't looking for myself.
Oh, okay. A lot of people come on boats looking for
No, I'm trying to
themselves.
locate a relative, an estranged one.
Ah, what's this relative's name? Maybe I've been there 3 other times. Maybe I've met him.
Um, I give the captain a name. I haven't decided on a name yet
Okay.
for the uncle.
Then I guess since you haven't decided, would is it likely that this captain would know that uncle then, would you say?
I don't know. The what I'm thinking of as like a short bio for the uncle is that they got into like rather than like go into like studies of like normal planar things in Cheliax, like devils and stuff like that, they became more interested with the occult and eldritch, and so they
Uh-huh.
moved to Ustalov and they started like writing books and stuff like that
Sure. About things that they shouldn't be writing
about
books
more
about.
occult things.
Yeah. They're like, they created some yellow sign or something like that, and
Not that much.
not that bad, but yeah. So he's like an occult scholar.
Yeah. He's a fellow that's familiar with the strange.
Okay.
He's the kind of person I could see like giving money to somebody who's like a little bit eccentric themselves and has like a good idea to like, hey, let's all go over here and start things
Okay. So
new.
maybe he helped like finance it.
Probably.
He's just there because he's like it's remote. I can do all my weird occult
Yeah.
like my occult hobby, and I don't have to worry about the family patriarch breathing down my neck and telling me I should be, getting into the family business or whatever.
Right. But now I'm going to go and ask him for money.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that our captain here is like, I don't think I've met him, but I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. Probably, hopefully, I
If
don't
he
know him.
remembers me,
Hmm.
I'm gonna go talk to this Goncool who who has some sort of position in this place. I'm sure he'll know.
Oh yes, I've met Gonquil before. He's pretty nice. He's very eccentric though. But
Yes, I'm expecting that.
Gonquil likes helping people, so I'm sure he'll be happy to help you as well.
If not, I have the last of my coin to grease him with. All right, well, take care. Uh yeah, I go back to doing what I was doing before, which is probably trying to write like a good proposition to my uncle.
Uh-huh. For like like a business proposition kind of thing, like
Like, I'm prepared to do these things if you'll fund another year at the academy for me.
mhm. That's a good question. So like let's see. We kind of know what some of the rest of you guys are doing as well. Like we know tactics doing alchemy stuff. Um like what do some of the rest of you guys do to like pass time on the boat? Like it's a small area and there's not a lot to do, but
My my guy will be doing like he basically checks on like making sure the arms working, maybe does a little tweaks here and there. He doesn't
mhm.
have like the so they basically give you like the like basic knowledge of how it works with the class, but like another reason why I did the living still is because it'll repair itself. Like it can be sundered and broken like a
Uh-huh.
normal weapon. So
But yours
um
can slowly grow back, huh?
heck yeah, with the living still it gains HP per day, and then it, stuff like that. I'll look at like read more on like actual class and see how that fully works.
Okay, what do you do besides that? Like, are you,
Um,
or is that? I
he's
mean, I guess that
just
could be all you do.
he does like he'll like do like little like movements and stuff, try to get like his like whatever he's working on like combat wise, like he's still trying to figure out like
Okay,
the way to use it. So he's mostly like a lot he's gonna be doing unarmed strikes, but it's mostly gonna be with that arm. Like he's
right.
like kind of making it.
He finds somewhere to kind of try to do some like combat
Yeah,
training, kind of.
yeah. And how I'm working this character is if I go for like lethal damage is gonna be with the arm. Non-lethal damage is gonna be with any other like not unarmed
Yeah, like
strike.
with his other armors or like a kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I'm gonna be playing him. Is his lethal damage arm is the metal arm.
Does anybody maybe see you training?
He doesn't open. He's not hiding that. Like he'll be covered up and stuff for the most part doing that, but he doesn't care if people see him. It's just like when he was loading in the boat, he's more like cautious on like making sure one of the people that he's been running from isn't like on the boat with him. And he was just like watching around. But once there's like days gone by, like he's a little bit
He's a little
more
more
like
comfortable. Yeah.
comfortable and carefree. Yeah, he'll still be like a little skeptical when he pulls up there, but he opens up. He's still getting covered because he knows he's from experience that his appearance isn't like not a lot of people have seen his race because he's usually been like living in the outskirts of towns and stuff like that just
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to more into his past. Like he had a companion that was also of the same race, and they
Gorn.
got they got caught by that group, and he escaped, and he hasn't seen that person since. So he's like, but it's kind of cool, kind of a, and he has this is he has memories of his past life too that I'll be working on as well because they get full recollection of all their past lives. So I'll be like kind of working on like a backstory on a backstory on a backstory.
Okay. No, I think having room to expand your backstory is a good thing to do.
Yeah. Yep. My laptop just died, so I gotta plug it in. But yeah, no, he's just basically trying to kill time. He'll if someone needs help with anything like or stuff like that, he'll help. I don't know if they eat. I'm not sure if they do, but he'll even if they don't, he'll like grab food just to like kind of fit in, and obviously they drink water. So we'll be doing
Well,
that.
you're the plant guy, right?
He's a plant
Yeah,
guy. Yep.
I imagine you don't really eat food. You'd probably just photosynthesize. So just like a
is
glass of
in
water or something.
yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna start reading up on more is that stuff. I know like they have that light
They do
sensitivity
have to
where
photosynthesize, but I'm not sure if they also have to eat or not.
yeah, I'll look it up right now. I'll read more of their like
So wait, but you're like you have a mind, you're intelligent,
yeah.
so like
Yeah,
I'm
if
so
I
a
cast a mind affecting spell on you, it would be
he
fine.
is affected by it. Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
They do
Yeah, they
I'm
don't
just
have
actually.
I'm just saying my archetype lets me affect plants with mind affecting abilities,
That's
even
funny.
though they
yeah.
wouldn't normally be able to be affected.
Yeah, these guys don't get their plants like um
In appearance.
in appearance and type like but they don't get the normal buffs because in the like one of the descriptions I read is it'd be broken.
Yeah,
That is actually
basically,
kind of
yeah.
what it says.
It would
They
be.
if you read like the description of it, it says at least the one on the SRD on the PFSRD says um like plants have immunities that, if granted to players, cause problems or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
causes
they don't
problems.
get all of them. They have the plant type, but lack the immunities to mind affecting, paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep, and stunning effects that the type usually has.
And he's only 10 years
Yeah,
old.
that'd be a little strong to have all that at level 1 or even
Yeah,
at all.
at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put you could do it, but it's one of those things where it would only
Monk
work.
paladin.
Well, no, it would only work in the kind of game where you're letting people go crazy and do like
yeah.
the super
Crazy.
overpowered stuff.
Well,
Like,
it'd be like a good for like what's it called? What's that like
Mythic.
yeah, mythic tier. Like a mythic tier character where they're
yeah,
like
you're
the pinnacle
kind of games there.
they're the
Like,
pinnacle of their race and like
yeah,
get all that
because I mean they have
abilities.
like stuff in the default like
Mm,
centaur that they present in
yeah.
the race guide where it's like the RP value of it's like 30 or something like that. Like,
I do have a reincarnation ability basically, but that one's like saved
yeah,
for like
it's
towards the end of their life cycle, which
right.
is
It's not
only
like
like 20 years.
it's one of those things where it's like you choose to do it, and
Yeah,
like
you
it's not something that
gain
you
one.
just do when you get killed. It's something that you
Yeah,
choose to do, like
you
narratively.
beforehand. You get one negative level when you do it too, and the second that seed sprouts, your original body becomes a husk.
So I went and I picked up pizza. We got dinner. They gave us the wrong
Nice.
pizza, and then I found out that the wings that come with it are $1 each because there's 6 wings. Just, and this is after having to fight the website for so long. I may be completely done with Domino's after this. Holy crap!
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it says adventurers, owing to their delicious natures, they seldom know peace the way humanoid races do. Many are forced to contend with nature and learn to fight for means of self-defense against capture and consumption. Many have taken to adventuring lifestyles to either aid friends and companions or are out of darker drive for vengeance. Others join adventuring groups in hopes of acquiring power to defend themselves. Yep. They were a experiment, basically,
Hmm.
and they can't procreate. They're literally like a limited species,
Well,
and that's
the
That they
some of their.
just with chicken.
if nobody
Yeah.
else comes and approaches you while you're training, a certain elf will approach you
Okay.
and say,
Oh
"Oh,
no!
what are you fighting for, friend?"
Life. The uh, he says, yeah, that's all he says for life.
Yes, as ephemeral as it is,
He
I can
looks.
understand that.
He looks at him. He says, "It sounds like you've almost lost the will to fight."
In a sense, that might be right. I see I've seen many things end and know that I will see many more things end as to come. But in a strange way, that too will end. I think I may be seeing the end of endings soon. Perhaps. It's just a feeling I have, though.
He says, "I've had many endings myself, but there's always a new beginning after every ending. Maybe if this ending of endings that you said, maybe it'll create the greatest of beginnings."
I like that stranger. Or is it friend? I can't make it internally consistent.
Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty good.
Friendship ended. All things
yeah.
must end. You are now a stranger. No. Um,
It's just like
I
that's
like the way
their.
you're thinking of that.
Yeah,
So many people fear endings, but should they? I don't think so.
it depends on. Uh, he says it depends on the relationships that others build, and if the ending is the ending that they thought of that they would lead in life, or if it some endings are abrupt and are tragic, but others are peaceful, and it depends on what which ending they decide is what they're
Would you
getting.
say that that the training you're doing here, that you're trying to prepare yourself to fight for the ending that you want?
He nods. He says it also is the the fight for my future beginnings.
Well, I hope you find the ending you're looking for.
He'll nod. This guy, like, where I'm coming from, is they're basically Samsaran if they get the chance to do their seed with their lives and stuff,
Yeah,
and
kind of. Very
they gain
similar.
the knowledge of the past lives. So like all the training that he gets now, like he'll at least have some memory of it. So like it's basically the fight for survival in multiple lifetimes. It's kind of cool. Yep.
Yep.
This guy has a lot of wisdom. My character's a lot of wisdom. He's not super smart. I mean, he has 12, but
Yeah,
a
no.
lot of wisdom. Because I'm doing an archetype for kinesis later on. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do it, but it basically instead of
Is
con,
it like
it goes off of wisdom.
yeah, neat.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, he tells you this elf tells you that, I'm sure we'll meet we'll see each other around the boat, and I'll see you in Snake's Blade.
That's
Um,
upwards.
and he'll introduce himself. So he said, "My name's Savasarun."
He'll say his name, Malice, or I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce that, but it's basically I looked up the term for apple. It's the it's the like scientific word for apple or whatever, Malice apple.
No, I
Just
think
trying to think of
you're pronouncing it right. It's Malice, I think.
yeah.
Malice or Malus?
I don't know. It's on
Well,
the
according to Google, it's pronounced Malice.
okay.
Yeah, it would only be May
Yep.
if it was A-I. M-A-I.
Or MAY.
Yeah, but that's just being extra special, aren't you? You're just a special one, aren't you? Using a Y.
I'm very special. I'm a special bunny.
Tactic will run in and be
True.
like, I want to borrow a
Yeah.
leaf. Borrow a leaf. Can I have a leaf? Can I have a leaf? Can I have a leaf?
My original idea for
Leave me
this
alone.
character was I was gonna make Cyborg from Teen Titans. I was like, nah, like
I just wanted to be obnoxious, so I am.
Cactus runs up to Malice and he's like, "Can I have a leaf? Can I have a leaf? Can I have a leaf?" Like holding out his little paws.
That would be a no.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's what he thinks of
No
that.
kidding.
Yeah.
He hated it so much he left.
I'm sure that was a coincidence, but
Oh yeah.
that's too funny.
I forgot that I can't join the chat on my laptop. I had to click join on laptop and it canceled.
Oh, and that's why he kicked you out.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
let
thought
you.
I thought that we were joking that is like the answer to that question is no because of
Yeah,
that.
no,
Like that was he's just being like, absolutely not. I don't even want to discuss this.
what it is I'm using a wireless headset and I haven't figured out how to to sync it with my laptop. I'm using my phone
It
and
might
I
not be
accidentally
able to if your
yeah
laptop doesn't have a Bluetooth. Well,
yeah
you could do it for sure with a USB Bluetooth receptor
yeah
if you have it.
yeah. So I was and then I was in Discord because I closed the Discord on accident.
Mm-hmm.
So I was coming back and I clicked on the chat
On the
thing.
channel, yeah.
Yeah, and disconnected. But yeah,
It was just like denied.
Denied. Yeah, but
Do you
yeah, I was
give
gonna do
the Rat Folk Alchemist a leaf?
leaf.
Yeah.
I want to see a leaf. Can I see a leaf?
When
Oh, a
you
leaf,
notice
leaf.
when he notices you're a plant person, he's like, I need to get a leaf.
He says
Yeah.
he shuffles. He shakes his head no and shuffles away from him.
This might be a case of
He's
give
like,
Math a
this
cookie.
makes me
Don't
very
do it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, especially considering that everything's he's used to things trying to eat him.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
oh no, it's another thing that wants to eat me.
Yeah.
Watching you.
If yeah, he's definitely watching them, and he's like, I can't murder anybody because like there's a point where if it gets to it, this guy's not gonna just flee, like try to hide. He's training for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Well,
like
I
this
mean,
guy.
if he saw me eating it all, he would just see me
Yeah,
eating mostly meat, not salad.
yeah, yeah,
So
but
should be safe.
it's it's just his like he basically is not gonna give away like anything. That's another reason why his spell casting's not working. Is yep. He just nods and he says no, and like walks away from you.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Determination.
Ron, you
Have
said
the
your
new
character's
goal.
been doing performances, right?
Yes, he basically performs for money with his sword, like doing dance routines.
Okay. Um, and obviously it's like, a captive audience here. It's on the ship, but
Yes.
so I don't know. Does anybody offer to tip Vander here?
Well, gosh,
Mm.
I might have given him a leave.
uh, I guess I might throw a couple copper.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying necessarily you need to go on and deduct
Mm.
transfers like actual money over
Yeah.
to Ron's character, but
Yep.
just like something to think about.
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
watch, but I
he
don't
definitely like.
throw any money as a rabbit. Wait,
Do you
I
have money?
Could I throw the rabbit?
I do have money. I don't have it on my sheet. Um,
Does it just get stored in on like tactics like
probably.
rats saddlebags? You just like put my
I
money
think
in
I
there
might
too.
Yeah. Oh,
carry a
yeah.
little bit of stuff, but not really. I'm
There,
not
there,
really wearing anything. Maybe actually. Oh, I could wear
anything that you would
rabbit
need.
clothes.
Oh God, that would be adorable, Peter Rabbit. But anything you would need would there be a place on the rat for your stuff?
Okay.
It's like a little saddlebag that's got says Billy on it.
Yep.
It's like a belt pouch.
Yeah.
I can ride in it sometimes. No,
Oh, yeah, you
maybe.
sent it to my chat.
Wait, I'm tiny. I could ride the dire rat.
You could, yes. You could technically ride the dire
I
rat.
can too.
Did you take the oversized mount feat after all then?
Yeah, I grabbed that.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any qualities or like tendencies of a rabbit?
Not really. I
So
kind of
actually that
sit
could be like
still
a
a lot.
thing. Like, yeah, like probably he's for anybody who's like familiar with rabbits, they might be like unnerved by like how calm and like not
I just sit
flighty this
still.
rabbit is
Yeah.
compared to like what you would expect. It's like people move towards it and he just like watches and they're like, oh, that's weird.
Does anyone like get close to me and look at me?
No,
Many
I
times.
don't.
Why?
Well, Tick would realize that my eyes look kind of strange, like kind of glossed over.
All the drugs.
You're not sure
Definitely.
why. You've never asked me about it. Yeah, at least not yet.
Never really cared. Didn't change who you were.
Yep.
But then tactical finish up whatever he's doing and rush over to Secret's Goblin. Be like, try this. This might help you not throw up because you need to keep the food in you. The food in you is good. You need to keep it in you.
Oh, what's this? And then I drink.
What happens?
She burps. Smoke comes out of her mouth, but she doesn't feel as sick anymore.
All right.
For
Helps a little bit with the seasickness for
now.
now.
For now.
That one's free. Next one costs you money.
That
No!
kind of
I don't know if that's
tasted
actually a
weird,
thing.
but it's okay.
It blew up in your tummy.
Pluto, just so you know, I'm doing the strat of one skill rank in every knowledge.
Sure.
I'm kind of
'Cause I'm
flavoring
ed-based.
it like because eventually he's gonna. I want to get him the flame breath potion that he can make, but like I'm kind of flavoring that as that's him working towards it.
Okay.
But somehow it makes you feel better in your tummy. For a
Anything
minute.
in my
fire
stomach
in your
makes me
belly.
feel better until I vomit again.
I mean, you are a Pathfinder goblin. You could literally eat your weight in garbage and not care.
Are you playing? I didn't even realize you're playing a goblin.
Yep.
It's true.
I didn't even register that until now. That's funny.
Yeah, you're probably focused on trying to get your character sheet working and all that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, I like
I was born in a
now that
cage.
I realize it, it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit! Like he's definitely playing the goblin because of the voice and everything. Yeah, dude, that's funny.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
I
a.
was,
And
Well,
then
he's a
Derek,
rat folk.
I'm a rat
Derek's a
folk.
rat
She's a
folk, yeah.
goblin.
oh, you're Jesus. Yeah, you're right. This is a small party.
So we're part of a rat folk, a goblin, a
Rat.
bunny,
Buddy.
mhm,
A
a
dire rat and a
tiefling,
a
toad.
tiefling,
a flower person, Gorin,
and a plant.
and a half elf. The
Yeah.
half elf is probably
Is he
the
the tallest?
Oh
most
my.
usual type.
Well, how tall is the plant?
I'm 6 foot. I
Okay,
just put him at
He's
6
pretty
foot.
tall.
Yeah.
the
He
elf's
might be the
probably
tallest
tall, too.
person in the party. Maybe, I don't know how tall. How
Yeah.
tall are? I mean, it's
Well,
between
let me see
half the
if
party's medium, the other
they're
half's
even that.
small or
I'm gonna
tiny.
see if they're even that tall. I just said 6 foot because that's like my normal go to for height, but they might be smaller than that. But I know they're medium creatures, but it might be.
Pluto, I need a feat for psychic. What do I take?
I don't know.
Toughness.
No meta magic yet.
So it was
Maybe toughness.
making cyborg was like my first like thing
Uh huh.
because I was gonna do the brawler with the prosthetic arm and then have the kinesis with blasts and kind of have it like open up into like a cannon to make like cyborg. Then I was like, I saw the tree. I saw the tree and I was like, yeah, the plant person. I was like, I've really wanted to play this race before, and like normal like like the adventure pass, it's kind of hard to play like those special races. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
a homebrew, I can actually like maybe I could do it. Like it's you work on it and like kind of do it because like the adventure pass is just so much more like into it to where it's like doing those super special races is hard. So I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make a group.
Yeah, no, I like it. I've never seen
I was
this race
like,
before in play,
yeah,
so
yeah, that's exactly. I was like, I've always read it and thought it was like a cool concept, but I was like, it'd be too hard to run as like a normal campaign. We'll see.
I
See how it
don't.
goes. My guy. If he dies, he dies. So
Yep.
Yeah, it
at
just
the
says for the physical description that they stand roughly as tall as a human. So
yeah, so 6 foot
I don't know how tall are.
average humans.
Well, no, I was gonna say how tall is Shazra and
I'm 5'10".
Vandery.
My
Like
horns don't
39.
really give me any additional height because they don't point upwards.
Oh, let me.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
there's two
weird.
of me now.
Yeah, because when I mouse over, it says Matt's character still. I don't know why. Because you'd
Yeah.
updated it, but it just hasn't updated on the token. So. Oh, okay. I see where I got to do it within the prototype token. Okay, we can fix that really easily. And then there we go. Okay, I'm gonna delete that one. We have it updated. Now it's proper.
Right. I think I got. Oh, I need to do my feet.
Yeah, it still says Matt's character on the token.
Does it? For me, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's displaying correct for you, I mean, I obviously know my name.
Pluto, I'm taking spell pin.
Okay. Stacks with the trait too, so
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, you
we're
have the
finding anything with
trait
this
too?
anytime
Yeah,
soon,
I've got
but
the trait as well.
you know,
I'm not sure what my other trait should be though.
this feat will
Yeah, I forgot
scale
about
into the
regular
late game.
traits.
I think I'm done with my character then, or like with the sheet.
okay. One of the days, Savazrin's gonna approach Vandry and ask, like, "Where did you learn to dance like that?" Uh,
Ron?
Ronnie there.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking. Um,
Oh, you have notes for this. Okay, that's
no,
fair.
I don't have notes yet. It's kind of just like
Thinking about it. Okay,
I have
that's
two
fair.
sentences and I'm basically making the character on the fly.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Well, that's what he asks you. He asks about like where did you learn to dance like that? I've never seen dancing quite like that before, and I've lived a long time.
Where has Ron been dancing anyway?
Just on the
During the
deck
day.
during the day
during the day on
mostly.
the deck, trying to earn money.
Okay, maybe I've been sneaking peeks of the dancing. That interests my character. But I'm very tsundere about it.
It's just always
you
been
don't
something that I've been
you don't
fond
want him to
of.
know that you're interested in it.
I'm not gonna let him know.
That's funny.
Just always been something I've been fond of, and
My studies include dancing. I hope to one day write a thesis about a synthesis of dancing and swordplay.
Oh yeah. I have a feeling that Vandery might have shared interest in that.
What?
I mean, his dancing integrates a sword as well, doesn't he? It
yes,
basically is a sword
it
dance.
integrates a elven curved blade.
Oh, that's just like a bigger scimitar.
So he like pokes it in the ground and will like pivot on it, or throw it in the air, or like jump around it or something.
Would
But
you describe his dance as a dervish dance?
yeah, it'd be very similar to dervish dancing, but with like one large blade.
Hmm. I have a
I
feeling
mean,
that Shazra is going to actually take the dervish dance feat, so
yeah,
that's what I'm picking up on.
I've studied Vudrani. In fact, that's one of the languages I know.
Oh, perfect.
But what race is? Sorry, Ron. What race is your character?
Half elf.
Or a half
But
elf?
Yep.
but currently I just look like an elf.
How good looking is your character?
I mean he's a. I mean I don't know how to answer that.
But
He's an above average looking male, but he's fairly thin. White hair. He doesn't have any like distinct features really, but I mean,
he looks like a normal elf rather than
yeah, he
actually
kind of
looking
looks
like an
like
elf
a
elf,
normal
you
elf right
said.
now. Yeah.
That's like part of his vigilante stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in like this identity he actually looks more like an elf than a half elf.
And that's like part of his whole stick is that he doesn't really have very distinct identifiers. Like he doesn't have the super pointed ears. He doesn't have like other things that would like guarantee you that they're an elf, but he kind of looks like an elf if you're not looking hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're studying him more critically, you realize he's a half elf and not a full elf.
Right.
Okay.
I'm half fiend. He's half elf.
See, there's a
Close
connection
enough.
already.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, he chats with you a little about, but you're where you learn to dance. Unless you're intentionally evasive about it. But if you don't actually know and out of
No,
character, then
it's all self-taught.
oh, okay.
And ended up just what I know is what I've
It's through
what I've done.
experience.
Yeah, from experience. I went from town to town dancing and earning money.
Okay.
There's
And
no
he'll
formal education.
he'll ask you like, what brings a performer such as yourself out to somewhere so remote? Did you
I
feel called to it like I did?
I had a pretty poor performance, and I felt like I needed a new break to set myself straight.
Uh,
Go somewhere, try a new crowd, try a new routine, maybe try new themes, something like that.
well, I hope that the ending of the life you create in Snakeblade will end happier for you than the last one.
Me too, man. Me too.
Oh boy.
All right, and you guys keep traveling for about 3 more days or so. It's a little over a week
Man, that
sailing
took a
up
while.
there. Yeah, it's remote. Um, but yeah, on like the 6th day, you guys you're only like about a day or so away. Um, there's like some commotion. Uh, one of the one of the like crewmen yells like, "Holy crap! What is that?" Pointing into the sky. Anyone who's up on deck already would can immediately like follow where he's yelling at, and
Sure.
you see coming up, like moving very quickly. Um, and this is like off of like you guys are just seeing land of this island as you're approaching it, and coming up from that island, you see like this large silhouette of a flying creature, uh, like black and red on the flies up into the sky, kind of, and then shoots off like kind of the opposite, like or like kind of um like along the horizon, like um kind of parallel to the horizon,
Hmm.
and disappears off. And someone says,
What?
I think that was a dragon."
Probably.
I didn't get a good look at it.
Like, wait, what? What's everyone staring at? I can't see it.
Who said that?
I say in tact that, but I'll say it like out loud. So like maybe you're looking around wondering who said
Yeah,
it,
who said that?
but like you just hear the voice in
What
your
a
head.
small voice. What the hell?
And Sava's rune says it's an
What is your
omen,
voice? Oh, the voice in my head. I don't know if you hear.
a
Like,
sign of the end times coming. I'm sure of it. I could
not
feel
this
it in my
again.
heart. It's all connected.
Huh. What would a Marcia say?
Everything in your body is connected by a very complex system of veins and such that transport oxygen to your head.
No, I
What?
don't mean like that. But there might be some wisdom to your words.
Nope, just logic.
I just shrug. I have no idea what you guys are saying.
But yeah, apart from that, like nothing else seems to come of that. You guys do see like that, you see the dragon shoot up into the sky. Is what at least the rumors are saying,
We
and
see the
flying off.
dragon or just the shadow?
Yeah.
It
Well,
looked like the silhouette of a dragon.
yeah,
It was
he's like
pretty
in the
far away.
distance, so we can't like identify
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
pretty
can't
far
details.
away,
identify
but
But
it looked like the black, like a black and red shape of a dragon.
Either
and
it's
it
a really small
flew up
creature
from the.
that's close, or it's a really big dragon that's far away.
It's like it's something I like the picture of like a planet
Yeah.
in I think that was like a Ken M thing. It's like, well, maybe it's not actually all that big, but it's actually the size of a potato and really close.
It could be. You don't
I
know.
didn't see it, so it's not very close.
How often does the captain sail these waters? Is this something that's happened before?
Captain's said told you specifically actually that she's been here 3 other times. This is her fourth time coming here.
Yeah, and has this ever happened before?
No, I've never seen anything like that. Like I said, this island was picked out because it was uninhabited by societies, dragons, or anything else intelligent. But, dragons can fly. Maybe it just came here.
We better hope that it's something more like a wyvern.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe it came to rest.
I
We
mean,
have been
I'm
it.
pretty I'm
This
pretty
is
sure
a
that
long way off
Goncool
them.
and I'm pretty sure that Goncool and Lord Duval, I'm pretty sure they fought dragons before, so I don't know if it's anything really a problem, then hopefully they'll take care of it. I don't know. I'm just glad that
Not on our boat.
oh, of course not, but I'm sure it'll leave us alone. It didn't even come towards us. I don't even know if it saw us. At least I hope it didn't. And mutters that no murder rule goes for dragons too. Dragons are not allowed to murder on this boat.
I'm pretty sure the boat would be murdered.
But yeah, they're
Where does a dragon commit murders? Wherever it pleases.
yeah. But yeah, it says we'll be getting into Snakeblade probably early tomorrow morning or in the middle of the night.
Good.
Um, but it doesn't quite reach Snakeblade. As in the middle of the night, you're all woken by violent motion on the ship. Or those of you, I mean, Efoot might be awake during this when this happens. Um, where so Efoot, you're awake, so you see what actually
Uh-huh.
happens. There's like this kind of
Okay.
eerie calm that happens, and then all of a sudden there is you see kind of this giant wall of water coming in, and it comes
He
in and like
was
picks
right.
the boat up and crashes it onto the island.
Wow. So we
Okay.
go on a ride.
Hmm.
People are banging around in their cabins and shit.
So we
Yep.
wake up Gilligan's Island.
You wake. Well, the thing is, though, you're on the island that Snakeblade's on. You're just not at Snakeblade yet.
Okay.
So, everyone's violently like woken up, and um,
Is the
presumably
boat still intact?
the boat is yeah, like it gets washed ashore, and it's still like actually it's damaged, but it's still like intact enough. It doesn't get like splintered or anything. But it's like quite a ways away. Like it's gonna take a lot of work to get this boat back into the water. And
I dare say that you're going to need assistance from Snakeblade to make this sail
yes,
worthy.
uh, I don't like doing this, but
Say no more.
yes, could some of you perhaps go to Snakeblade and get them to bring help back?
I actually
Ah,
have,
sure. I don't want to be on this thing anymore.
yes, I have a formal education
What private
in
life for
blade work
you?
and magic.
All right, and that's kind of where we'll be picking up. Session one will be over some
Journey
overland
to Snake
travel
Lake.
to the town of Snakeblade to get help for the ship.
Where it's out.
All right, and that session will be on the 14th of next month, so
All right,
in 2
that
weeks.
works out.
So those of you that haven't finalized your characters, you still have time to do that, obviously, and yeah.
I think
Pretty
I'm gonna
much
play mine by
finalized.
ear.
I think mine's finalized. It's just there might be some stuff I need to like figure out for the abilities and how to use them.
You're gonna
Yeah,
play your
sure.
character by ear.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a spontaneous, like full, maybe not full
Zendorium
or -1 caster.
doesn't have a character planned out to level 15.
As well, I do because as a caster, as a full caster, the only thing you need to plan to level 15 is spell perfection.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing you need.
You're talking about the guy who wants to min-max a character without min-maxing a character.
Yeah.
Is your character sheet done though?
Is
For
the
level 2,
level 2? Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. You got enough done.
If it
Ron,
wasn't,
do you
I was
have
gonna say you better hop to it.
If you're gonna ask if I have a photo, I'll have a
ha
photo
ha
in
ha.
like a month.
in
But
like a month?
I'll give you I'll link a placeholder for the
Oh,
time being.
okay.
I might send the colored version.
Are you
Uh,
do you say it a month because you're like getting someone to make you some custom artwork,
Yes.
or? Oh, cool. Okay.
I have a friend who does it and they're kind of bogged down right now.
Okay, so it might be a little while.
Yeah.
If you had my luck, you'd get it, you'd put it in, and then that session you'd die.
I did have that happen before.
Oh,
We had that happen in
That's when you play their twin brother.
Yeah, then I played their twin brother.
we had that wait, which campaign was that in? Was I there?
I did that was in Secrets Mummy's Mask or something, and I didn't
was
stay the whole campaign
Kingmaker.
for reasons.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Kingmaker.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's right, I remember, and
He
then he
had
had,
the good-looking dude with the statue of him in the town or
The
whatever.
Stag Lord
yeah, okay, I do remember that character.
fight. Yeah.
And it was one of the things I liked about it with that character is it was very ambiguous about, like, is he actually his twin brother, or is he the same character? Like, occasionally there
Yeah.
was, like, hints that it was the same person, but, like, "Nah, that can't be it, we saw him die." Uh, yeah, that was actually a fun character. Okay, well, we'll use a placeholder token until you have that artwork, I guess,
Yep.
you can either send it to me or, well, Secret wants a copy of it as well, I guess, so
yeah.
just post it on Discord and that'll work.
I have a question.
Sure.
What are the classes that everyone's playing?
I'm playing a
Brawler.
Magus, Brawler, Bard, I think, right?
Vigilante, it's geared more towards a roguelike character.
Okay, so we don't have any healing.
Exactly. And I'm
No
never
divine
being a healer.
casting whatsoever.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm an
all I
alchemist,
know,
so I can
yeah,
make potions
potion.
of light healing.
Just take
but-
less damage. Don't you know
He
to
takes
dodge and
the
use corners?
Yeah.
the alchemist
No,
discovery that lets him
yeah.
give his extracts to other people that can cover a lot of that
Well, okay.
as well. So,
I get
but
to take a spell
Yeah,
from
I
the
didn't
druid
do that.
spell list.
As a bard, I can use a wand.
okay, yeah, taking
so-
spells from the druid spell list
I-
will help cover that as well.
I was
That's good.
determined. I was deciding if I should do cure light wounds at level 1 or if that was too boring. But I think I might do cure light wounds at level 1.
Well, Cure Light Wounds is also on the Bard spell list, so I don't know
I'm
if
not taking it, but yeah,
okay,
it is.
I was gonna say, I don't know if
But
you're
I
gonna
can
take
use
it, but
wands if you give them to me.
there is also there might be a divine caster NPC that's currently with you as a
Oh shit! No
minor
way.
spoiler.
Oh, is it the
Is
elf?
he
God
attempting to
damn
come
it.
with us?
I don't think he's good. He's not supposed to be in the party, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So we
But
would
he
be
is.
absolutely screwed if I didn't take cure light wounds.
I don't think so. I think it'd be fine.
He'll be our cleric Pinata. Hey, heal us.
I think it's important for everybody to start managing like their own HP very carefully.
Yeah,
And
efficiently.
playing
Yeah,
combat
it's always
smart.
been important.
Mm.
These are situations where it's like you want to try and not do combat if it's not necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just put it
Yeah, I
this
mean,
way:
I
if I
guess
die, my
I
second
feel
character
like
is not gonna be a cleric.
I don't think it's about managing your health carefully. It's about just, someone has to take the hits
well,
if we're in
yeah,
combat.
but I
Well,
do
we
and I
don't
do think you
have
guys
to
are
fight everything. Is I
as
think
as
we
There's
players.
also fleeing,
I've
run
GM'd
away.
true.
I've GM'd for most of you, and you guys are usually pretty good about like not necessarily going straight to combat as your first solution. So I think it'll be fine. Like I
Yeah, it's
like
no fun.
I like that idea of
If
let's
we
not
were
fight if we
playing
don't
an
have
evil
to.
campaign, my character
Maybe
would be
fighting more.
going. Leroy
Yeah.
Jenkins
Yeah.
scenes, yeah.
But I'd
Well,
be building tanky characters for that.
I made my character for combat. Like combat is what he does. That's what he
Yep.
studies. But I'm not gonna try and fight everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's Pathfinder. It's a combat focused role playing game, so you you pretty much have to make your character good at fighting unless
Yeah.
you
I
play
got
Philippe.
my guys run and if cornered fight
Yeah.
type of dude. At least right now, like that's his backstory. He's fighting when he needs to. If he could get out of fighting, he'll run. He'll get away from it.
I think most of the party has some form of spellcasting except for Vandery, I think, right?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
something,
have 0.
yeah, or it
Mine,
has
mine
something
has.
close to spellcasting, if not actual spellcasting, like the Alchemist.
Yeah, I don't have casting yet. I'll have like damage, but I'm not going the blast kinesis. It's basically
You want it for some utility stuff?
so what it's doing, the archetype is it instead of like blast, it enhances your unarmed strikes. So it'll do your blast but with unarmed strikes.
Oh, okay.
So like basically all of his attacks will he can add the blast damage to his unarmed attack. Like you can't use your like blasts like normal blasts, and it gets rid of a lot of the infusions and stuff.
Hmm.
We'll see, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't really figured out when I'm gonna like start introducing that kinesis, and if it comes to like where I might want to do range, I might just go into the normal kinesis
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
See how it
yeah.
goes.
Make some decisions like that as on
Mm.
the go based on how the campaign's playing and how the character is developed. So I
Yep.
like I
That
usually
should
do
be
that
fun.
too. I usually don't have my character planned out 15
Yeah.
levels.
Although Pluto, did we want to talk, not right now, but like before the next session or at some point, did we want to talk about how a black blade would fit into the story?
Um, yeah, we could talk about that. I have some ideas actually too.
All right, I'm going to be out.
Yep, take care.
See
Because
ya.
you get that at level 3 is when
At
it
3.
awakens,
Yeah,
right?
it's the next level. So it'll happen soon.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, while you're on the island, perhaps.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you have any ideas yourself already that you liked or?
I had very rough ideas about like he has a masterwork scimitar, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily have to be the one that he's carrying. He could find it.
Yeah.
It could be something that his uncle has.
Okay. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, you want money for school? Here, have this scimitar.
Well, it could also just be like this scimitar that he has there. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's some junk that I found." And then but when Shazra gets near it, it like awakens. Like
Yeah.
it acts differently. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen it do that before. That's very weird."
But it has its own personality, it has its own goals as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'd be funny because you'd have to be like, I could sell this, but then I wouldn't to go to school, but then I wouldn't have my weapon.
I like the idea of your uncle having it, and I have some other ideas that I don't really want to reveal but it will tie into it can tie into some of the broader
Yeah.
things
But
going
the
on in the campaign.
personality and like objective of the weapon like it. I was thinking that maybe it could tie into the game somehow,
Yes.
just
No,
so that we're not at odds.
yes. I have a couple ideas on there. So you're thinking like having one that kind of the goals more aligned with like, you know, dealing with like fighting Pedriarch, right?
Probably that would probably be this character's like one of their primary motivations.
Hmm.
The weapon's like, no, I'm the best weapon in the world. This Pedriarch guy can't make his own fancy weapons. I'm the best.
Yeah. No, that could actually something along those lines could work. Or it could be that there's like a spirit kind of tied to it. Like it could be something like I mean they do that a lot with intelligent weapons. It's like, oh yeah, I died and then somehow I became this
Yeah.
sword. So like something like that is pretty common for this sort of thing
Wait, who
too.
who died to that whale of the banshee?
Uh in Noise Mask, like almost everybody did.
No. And you're
The blade's named
to
after a sword, isn't it?
Oh, the Demi-Lich?
the Demi-Lich, yeah.
Um
Was it
Ron's
alien?
character died. Was it Kale, I think? I think
Oh
Kale
yeah,
died.
Tiki.
and
Um
Tiki.
Kiki died
And yeah,
and
I don't think it makes sense for
and
any of them to be
Amber
in the
died
weapon.
as well.
I think I didn't die to it, but I was very, very low on HP.
Yeah, I think you had enough HP that you just like tanked it because it technically does damage.
Yeah.
It does hit
Yeah, I
point
think
damage.
was I like around the corner or something?
You weren't over there. You were like off you were
I was
off in a
reading
different
books
part of
or
the room,
something.
so you were out of range of it.
Yeah. It's like
I
there's no
feel
way I would
so
have lived
bad.
against that.
I feel bad for missing the last campaign. By the way,
It was a
I
good
was like,
one, that's for sure.
yeah, yeah, because
What?
I was
This
like,
was two
Well, it's
campaigns
not
ago, actually.
over. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
oh, it
this was
isn't
two
over
Feel
yet.
bad
campaigns
for
ago.
missing everything.
Because the last campaign Pluto ran was Shattered Star, and
Well,
before that
Yeah.
was his
Oh,
homebrew.
you're
Well,
talking
that
about the
was
Hell's Rebels.
happening.
Hell's
Yeah,
Hell's
Rebels. Yeah,
Rebels.
it's not over
we
yet.
Oh, the Hell's Rebel.
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
we put
okay.
it on hiatus because Drew dropped out too.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, I
Are we
don't,
ever gonna pick it back up?
I don't,
I don't
I
know.
don't see a like, I don't see us picking it back up anytime soon.
yeah.
I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
really mind that much.
Maybe.
I honestly don't think I have the patience right now to try and set up my attacks.
You don't have to right now.
Well, like, I'm trying to set up a bomb, but
Hmm.
it's not in any of the compendiums. And trying to set up just an attack macro, it'll only let me do 1d4 for the damage instead of 1d8. And I need 1d8 for the acid damage, but it won't let me do that. So I'm
Have you
starting to just be like, I want to throw my laptop so bad right now.
try going into the alchemist like actual class features because it might show
Right.
like alchemist bomb.
Yeah. The Alcatraz bomb is in there, but like I can't use it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't get it working, you can always roll it manually. It's the
I
rolls
might just do that.
are done the same way as in roll 20, just slash R and then whatever the dice code you want to do. So if worst comes to worst, you can just do that.
Yay.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't played around that much with it. I'm probably gonna build most of my monsters in within the Foundry tabletop, since I'm not trying to like I'm not running it as an AP, so I don't have to like convert over stat block.
Right.
I can actually build them from the ground up
Mm.
within Foundry for a lot of it. So that's gonna
So I
be
think
nice.
do you want me to send you the Hero Lab files so you can look them over? Or?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I don't have to though.
Okay.
I trust you guys to like you know be good enough with your own bookkeeping and
Mm.
not try to pull one over on you. So
I mean, cheating sounds boring.
yeah, it's really only hurting yourself, but and the other players, I guess. So I mean, I guess if I have reasons to be suspicious, I might be like, I'm auditing your sheet, but like, I
Mm.
don't know. I guess there could be a situation in theory where I'd want to see the character sheet, or like if you're gonna be gone, maybe I'll ask for it. in case I have to NPC your character for some reason. But generally speaking, especially with this
Yeah.
big party, if there's if you're not here, I'm probably gonna make some hand wavy excuse for why the character is not participating in combat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh, they're
My
feeling
guy.
sick, or like, oh, they, you know, if
Good
there's a
excuse for
convenient
mine
reason
is
to, is
you guys are going down into a cave. I don't want to go down.
yeah, I stay up and keep watch at
That's-
the entrance, make sure nobody comes and
My
ambushes me while I'm
character
moving
yeah.
is
around.
pretty good. You could just be like, Squeak Squeaker ran away. He had to go find it.
I mean, we did
Big
a few
dire
times
rat.
too where we in Mantis's game where we've done that, where it's like, oh yeah, that guy, they're not here, so they stayed back and watched the weird lizard horse things that we have.
Yeah, background. Yeah, basically
Yeah.
covering the
Or
exit.
like, they're helping the townsfolk that are injured, or things like that. Like,
Yeah,
so we can
there's
find if
stuff
we can
that you can
find a
do.
good narrative reason. But anyway, yeah, my point is,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to NPC your characters like ever probably. So
Well, this is every other week, right?
correct. So but yeah, life happens, and sometimes people aren't able to make it. We will
Yeah.
occasionally do like I have occasionally done like 2 weeks in a row. Um, occasionally, but usually that's to make up for one where it's like multiple people are missing a week, so it's like, okay, well, we'll play the week after that, and then the week after that
The
as well,
normal.
keep back on
Yeah.
schedule to stay on schedule or whatever. That hasn't been as
Just means
important
that
though.
I get to be excited for every Thursday.
Yeah, if that happens, I mean, part of that
Oh,
too
no.
is,
No, like if we're doing every other Thursday for
oh, you have
this
another
week, and then
Thursday.
2 weeks from now, and then 2 weeks, that's exciting because I get to play the game. But then the alternating Thursday, so next Thursday is auction day for where I work. So those are
Oh,
exciting too.
okay. Yeah.
Yep. All
I
right.
don't want that Durango.
I'm probably gonna head out
Okay.
as well. I gotta feed. I'm house sitting. I gotta feed these dogs. Have been
Right on.
looking at me for
Oh,
freaking like 2
Well,
minutes.
it's good seeing you again, and look forward to
Yeah.
seeing you again on in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sounds
heck
good.
yeah.
Yep. See you guys.
All right. See ya.
Woohoo!